role to play. So, know that when you step onto this field in any sport, that Trailer Azar is championing you. And every day, make sure you continue to make it a great day to be a mule. We love you, Trailer. Mules up.
Once again, let's thank the Azar family for being here tonight and for their generosity to Alamo Heights. Ladies and gentlemen, may I direct first the captains for number Pedro Sanchez and number 75 Santiago Esquivel. Captains for the number 6 42 Harrison Sobey and number 34 Bennett Flesher.
It's high school football time, and John Wayne is right in the middle of the action. At the end of this game, one of the players will be chosen as the John Wayne Player of the Game. Go to johnwayne.com right now and vote for the player who you think will win. Pick the correct player and you'll win 2 tickets to a 2023 San Antonio Gunslingers home game. And just for playing, you'll have a chance to win the John Wayne $10,000 home makeover package. Don't fumble. Go to johnwayne.com and vote before the end of the game.
This is a paid advertisement for legal services.
Nationally recognized lawyers.
Over 40 years experience.
Lawyers who care.
Ready to help you 24/7.
Quick response.
That's right, Wainwright.
Legal team who stops at nothing to win your case.
Wainwright takes on unfair insurance companies.
Justice for clients.
A big construction truck totaled my car, so I called Wainwright. Wainwright won for me.
Don't wait. Call 888-8888. Respect. Justice. Demand it. Wainwright Injury Lawyers.
The Kallie Auto Group, the North Park Bluebonnet family of dealerships, has in stock over 2,500 pre-owned vehicles and over 1,800 new vehicles in stock or in transit. Choose from cars, trucks, and SUVs, domestic or import. Every vehicle includes our no-hassle 72-hour return policy. So no matter where you live, we have a convenient location for your next vehicle purchase. The Kallie Auto Group, the North Park Bluebonnet family of dealerships.
The BGC app, KSAT and TSB are delivering the best high school football Texas has ever streamed.
Hold on to this one. 85 yards.
We have the games, we have the technology, and it's all free. Over 100 games, highlights, and more. Bigger, stronger, better. This season, expect BGC app. Experience the next generation of coverage. Powered by the Children's Hospital of San Antonio.
Since 1905, HEB has been proud to work with Texas growers because honestly, there's no taste like home. That's why we created our Texas Roots brand, which supports farmers and brings fresh, local produce to you faster. Whether it's strawberries from Poteet, greens and onions from the Rio Grande Valley, or dozens of other grapes grown around the state, we bring the best of Texas farms to Texas tables. Texas Roots, another reason why at my HEB, here, everything's better.
if you don't mean it, it's just words. Well, integrity is basically loyalty to be good when no one is watching, so you should do it because you know it's right.
Better ingredients, better pizza, better brace yourself because Papa John's has done it again. Introducing Papa Bowls. No crust, just a whole bunch of those Papa John's toppings you love, baked to piping hot perfection. I'm talking crisp veggies, savory meats, all covered in melty cheese, and those signature sauces. Try flavors like Italian Meats Trio, Chicken Alfredo, and Garden Veggie, or get creative and build your own. Papa John's.
Our stadium sponsors this evening, HEB, Methodist Health, Automotive, Capital Management, and Broadway Bank. Thank you to these football. Kicking off for the Eagles, number 34, Ronaldo Navarro. Back deep for the Mules, number 2, Michael Terry III, and number 4, Jack Sawyer.
Gold with the a 90-yard kickoff return last week against Seguin.
Dynamic utility player. So let's see how it works off. We start off the Friday Night Lights. Here we go, folks.
And they pooch it short. It will be out of bounds at the 25-yard line, and that will give Alamo Heights great field position to start the game. In fact, last week in that Seguin Alamo Heights game, we may not see this again all season. They had 3 kickoff returns for touchdowns in the game.
Yeah, just dynamic. And again, I know we can talk about offense, defense, all the special guys, the flamboyant guys, even the big guys up front, offense, defense. We overlook those special teams a lot of times, Ted, and that can make or break some games right there.
Well, let's see. They're huddled up on the sideline here, and they may do a redo on the kick. In fact, It was kicked out of bounds, so they'll have Brackenridge kick from the 40, and they're trying to set up a return for Michael Terry.
Red Anderson was back there on that sideline. Looks like he was going to field it. Realized his foot was almost right there on the sideline. Let it go. Smart move. Knew exactly where he at. And more importantly, hey, make him back it up and kick it again. You never know with the dynamics back there, number 4. Yeah, Gage Sharp. And then, of course, with the dynamic running back, Michael Terry. Wow, it could be anything if they get it deep. So if I'm Brackenridge, do another little pooch kick. Keep it out of that area.
This is the second year they have played at renovated OREM Stadium.
Beautiful stadium, is it not?
Yeah. Great sightlines.
Absolutely.
The home side here is in shade right now. The visiting bench is now in shade, but the visiting fans are still in sunshine.
Yeah,
right now.
And that's almost by design, I guess. Keep them in the sunlight.
All right, Sawyer is going to hand it off to Terry, and here he comes. Michael Terry straight down the middle of the field, and Terry will take it across the 30 to the 33-yard line. And again, the quarterback will be Conley McKenna. Played in 7 games last year. He had 1 touchdown. Bennett Flesher, whose brother George Flesher had 1,100 yards last season. Bennett played a little bit as a junior. Now he's a senior running back. He's number 34. We'll have Michael Terry, number 2, as wide receiver. Rhett Anderson, number 3, at a wide receiver. Wyatt Thistle, number 8, a senior. He's also a wide receiver. And number 88, Henry Robinson, is the tight end.
Well, for Brackenridge, this is time. If they're going to step it up, watch out for this offense. I anticipate Alamo Heights is going to put that pedal down real fast and get their guys like Terry involved quickly, get Broderick out of the backfield if he's going to be coming in. I'm looking at that offensive line. They're seething. This is a great opportunity for both sides, matching up against each other. But for Brackenridge on that defensive side, watch out for anything behind you, keep everything in front of you, and make good open field tackles.
Well, the training staff for Alamo Heights is on the field. I think one of the officials may have had a physical problem on the opening kickoff.
Yeah, they're giving them some water. You know, it's funny you say that, because, you know, for both teams, we talked about keys to victory there. For both teams, I'll call it out. You know, the first couple of weeks, first 2 weeks, I always say this, hey, it's all about cramps, it's all about penalties, and it's only the second week. So hopefully you get over the cramps. Hopefully penalties will make it up. But hey, even down there with the ref staff, you know, this is a beautiful night. First off, I don't know when you were walking in, but it was a gorgeous weather night here at this wonderful stadium. But I will tell you, for weather-wise, it could have been a lot worse. But now that they're in the shade, it looks pretty nice.
3-4 defense for the Brackenridge Eagles. Camden Bookwalter, Luis Torres, and Rodrigo Garcia are the down linemen. Carlos Hernandez, Ysidro Sanchez, Roland Navarro, and Elias Gonzalez are the linebackers. All right, here we go on first down. Ball marked at the 33-yard line, and we've got movement. They'll throw it out and stop play. So that's going to be offsides against Brackenridge, you would think. It looked like they jumped.
Defense all sides and jump, but more importantly, I'll tell you, as a defensive coordinator, Alamo Heights just tipped their hand right there. Did you see what they were about to set up there? They got Terry down here in the bottom, so that kind of shifted that safety over. It was a little flip-out pass to the wide receiver, but it looks like he was going to go deep with the one-on-one man there at the top. So a little trickeration, I think Alamo Heights is trying to pull out here on the first play.
That'll make it first down and 5. They mark it at the 36-yard line. McKenna with Flesher alongside. And now we've got a problem marking the ball, as they're going to mark it at the 39-yard line rather than across the 40. Michael Terry to the near side. And now they're going to huddle up again.
Well, they're trying to restart that play clock, and it's not going yet. And smartly so, you know, Alamo Heights staff's like, hey, let's bunch back up, and if we got a fresh play clock, let's go ahead and reset with the huddle.
Ron Ritterman, now in his 3rd season as the coach of Alamo Heights. Got a gaudy record in his first 2 years here of 20-4, now 20-5 with the loss last week. First down and 5 for the Heights. Hand off to Flesher, and he's hit behind the line of scrimmage by Bookwalter, and that's going to be a drop of maybe a yard. So coming up, it'll be second down and 6.
Yeah, number 85, Bookwalter, that senior defensive lineman, just got in the backfield almost at the point of handoff there. He was riding the running back all the way across. So watch out for Bookwalter on that defensive line for the Brackenridge Eagles. He's a beast.
Yep, second down and 5. Anderson to the near side. That's Michael Terry, number 2 at the top of the screen. Now a man in motion, that's Thistle. Handoff to Flesher across the 40 to the 45, has the first down out near midfield. That'll move the chains for the Alamo Heights Mules.
Absolutely. You called it. Thistle in motion coming off that top side right there. Came right down onto 99 of Brackenridge. That's Isidro Sanchez. Made a nice, solid one-on-one contact block, and that sprung that nice running back run right there in the middle. So Alamo Heights, you're seeing it. They threw it out, at least initially. They were trying to do a little pass to the outside, and right now they're keeping it on the inside with some success.
Anderson to the near side again with Michael Terry at the top. They got a man in the slot to the right. Heights on first down. Short pass out to Thistle. He makes the catch. A gain of maybe 4 on first down for Alamo Heights.
Yeah, senior number 2, Gino Pina for Brackenridge, just playing that hard corner on the outside. He knew, okay, I got my man up, and he released him off to that safety, so now he's playing that flat game. Sure enough, guess what? Somebody showed up. Nice job on number 2 making a stop.
Yeah, Pena at cornerback along with Gavin Perez. The safeties are number 9, Dominic Campos, and number 29, Aurelio Garcia. Yep, second down at 6. Like most teams from the shotgun formation, McKenna throws it out to Anderson. Got a block out there and will be short of the first down. He gets to maybe the 45-yard line, bringing up third down and short.
Yeah, Anderson just on that little tunnel wide receiver screen right there. That's just a quick toss to the outside. You get your blockers going left to right. The receiver comes back right to left, hoping that he's going to give enough blocks right there. Picked up a little bit of yardage, but they're right on the chains right now. It's 3rd and 3.
We'll see what they do on third down. They don't bring in an extra tight end on 3rd and 3. They did this a little bit last week when they brought in a defensive player to be the extra blocker. Thistle. Now the handoff to Flesher. He's got the first down and more as they tackle him inside the 40. First down at about the 37-yard line, and again the chains move for Alamo Heights.
Yeah, easy run there when you can get behind number 75, Brooks Kishnick. He's a senior, 6'4", 225. Heck yeah, I'd run right behind him too, pick up some positive yards. But I tell you, keep those legs churning. You're picking up the first downs. Alamo Heights on the move.
Alamo Heights had an undefeated regular season last year. Then they won 3 playoff games, were eliminated in the 5A regional final where they lost in a shootout with New Braunfels. Now they've got a first down at the Brackenridge 38. McKenna out to Anderson. Makes the catch. Hit immediately at the 34-yard line. That is Gino Pena, 155-pound senior. That could be a pick-and-pull collision early in this game.
Now, I'm going to call that a pick-and-pull collision. That's just being a good hard corner on that outside. I tell you, McKenna did everything right. Ball released on time. Wide receiver did the best he could. Number 2 for Brackenridge. Keep your eye on him, Gino Pina. One heck of a job out there on corner with a nice collision.
Now they bring in number 4, Jack Sawyer, take out the running back Flesher, and Terry is in the backfield on 2nd down and 5. Ball marked at the 33-yard line. McKenna handing off to Terry, sweeps left, cuts back right, down the middle of the field, to the sideline, and to the end zone for the Alamo Heights.
I almost say too easy because he sure ran nice and easy, didn't he? I tell you, slicing and dicing his way, and once he can get up to that second level, and you can see a flag down on the field back here right at about the 10-yard line, once he gets to that intermediate level, he took off. Looks like it's going to bring it all back for Alamo Heights.
Oh.
And which is tough for him because I'll tell you, he got to the out just right behind those linebackers, and then he put the jets on, and he was gone. You weren't going to catch him.
Yeah, was it a holding? I didn't see the signal.
I think it was a holding call off that, and they called it downfield, which is interesting enough.
Right. So that wipes off the touchdown, but it does give
him the yards.
A first down. And now Flesher, number 34, will come back into the game, and Sawyer goes out. But Terry can be a multi-dimensional player. He was at quarterback last week. He ran for 3 touchdowns and accounted for over 290 yards of total offense against Seguin last week. Now Terry is at the top of the screen. He's number 2. McKenna throws it out to Terry at the 25. Wow. Makes a move to the corner. Touchdown. He got it anyway.
I tell you, Gavin Perez, that defensive back, senior defensive back for Brackenridge, had him gone it. He's man-to-man guy. He played off on him. That's fine. You got to respect that speed that Terry can bring. But more importantly, you got to respect the fact Terry's an athlete. He stuck that foot, and he was gone to the outside. Number 12, Perez just couldn't keep up with him. That's an easy pitch and catch right there. Mules on the board.
Yep, Mules kick it into the end zone. Now they'll try to kick the extra point. This is Ethan Ball. He's a senior. The holder is number 11, Corbin Gunter, a defensive back. Snap is high, left-handed kicker. The kick is up, and it is good. 7-0 Alamo Heights in the first quarter. You're watching high school football presented by John Wayne Service Company on the KSAT Big Game Coverage app, powered by Texas Sports Productions.
Eagles, 0. Mule fans, the Mule Pushers are now selling the official Mules Illustrated All Sports program. This year's program includes over 200 pages of rosters, photos, information, and senior hats for our amazing Mules athletes and the groups who support them. This week's program sales go directly to our Lady Mules basketball team. Look for our girls basketball players selling programs in the stands until 8:30 p.m. Programs are $10 each, and cash, Venmo, and PayPal are accepted. Special thanks to our outstanding community businesses whose ad sales make the AHHS All Sports program possible.
Alamo Heights scores first on this Friday night. They take a 7-0 lead. We have 8:07 remaining in the opening quarter. Ted Davis back with Ken Lucas at OREM Stadium, playing at Traylor Azar Field. Traylor Azar was a young man who attended Alamo Heights. He was a manager on the football team. He had a heart condition and passed away at the end of last season, and they dedicated the field to Traylor Azar before the game today, and now you see on the field Traylor Azar Field at OREM Stadium. Ball will kick it deep. Two men converge, taking it across the 15 and hit hard and knocked down at the 18-yard line, and that is where the Brackenridge offense will take over. They're going with number 4, Miguel Sanchez, a senior at quarterback in this one. Julio Morin, number 33 at running back. Wide receivers, number 3, Jalen Guerra. Number 10, Brandon Garcia. Number 11, Leo Solis. And number 1, Xavier Camargo. The tight end is number 26, Marcus Nunez. On first down, Sanchez, number 4. Sanchez will hand off to Nunez. No, he keeps it, and they have him wrapped up behind the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, it looks like he was trying to hand off to Nunez on the inside there. And I'll tell you, I thought Nunez was breaking free. But you're right. Sanchez kept it, and then he's got bottled up by a whole bunch of blue jerseys.
Yeah, number 30, Adrian Rodriguez, senior linebacker, was in there. That's a loss of 2. Second down and 12. Sanchez from the shotgun. And they sweep it to the near side. This is Brandon Garcia, and he will get near the first down. He's right at the sticks. Brandon Garcia, who played a little bit at quarterback last week. That is Jackson Duffin, the free safety, number 6, who came up to make the tackle. That's first down for the Brackenridge Eagles.
Yeah, a little jet sweep showing some speed to the outside. I think this is where Brackenridge can really play. It was threaten Alamo Heights and their linebacker setup on the outsides and the perimeter. That's where you're going to be most vulnerable in this type of defensive setup.
This time they bring number 33, Julio Morin, into the game. So they've got 2 running backs. Now Nunez goes in motion, handoff. Nope, Sanchez will keep it himself, and again wrapped up for maybe a loss.
You know, you go to the pot sometimes too many times on that one right there. Again, number 4, Sanchez, he's got the guy right there. Hand it off to him and let him go. That's twice now he's pulled it back to himself, and I'll tell you, it's just taking too long, especially with that blitz and defensive line by the Alamo Heights Mules. They're getting right to him too fast.
You know, they had number 96, Angelo Annis, in there, and number 45, Tommy Colligan, an outstanding senior linebacker who's got a chance to be Defensive Player of the Year in the San Antonio area. Second down and 11. Ball at the 28-yard line. Nunez in motion, and now we've got delay of game or a timeout. We've got a timeout. 6:28 remaining, 7-0. Alamo Heights with the lead. You're watching high school football presented by John Wayne Service Company on the KSAT Big Game Coverage app and powered by Texas Sports Productions.
Quarterback number 4, Miguel Sanchez, with the Breckenridge touchdown.
As we come back, Miguel Sanchez, number 4, had a 72-yard touchdown run. Now they bobble the point after try, and it will be 7-6. But how about Miguel Sanchez, number 4, the 165-pound senior, started right with the run, cut it down the middle of the field, and basically went untouched for 72 yards.
And even that one right there, he didn't hesitate. That's the key to Ted. As the last 2 times he was hesitating whether he was going to hand it off or keep it himself. That was a total dedicated Sanchez run. And then once he got to that intermediate level, he put the jets on, and he was gone, folks. I'll tell you, I haven't seen that much separation in a long time. But you know, with the botched PAT, watch out for it, because now it's the score of Alamo Heights Mules 7, the Brackenridge Eagles 6. Those 1-point games, as you well know, Ted, even coming off of last Saturday, those 1-point games can really bite you. So even with special teams coming to be a critical factor here so far.
Sanchez last week in their loss to the Jay Mustangs did rush for 109 yards in the game. He has 72 already in this one with that long run for a touchdown. Don't forget, we'll be picking our John Wayne Service Company Player of the Game. That'll be after the game. And you can vote for your choice for John Wayne Player of the Game as we go along at johnwayne.com. And just by playing, you'll be eligible for a $10,000 home makeover from John Wayne Service Company.
And Ted, we're very appreciative for John Wayne, the services, and of course just what he lends to local high school football here. But I've tried for about 3 years trying to figure out how to cheat my way into getting that $10,000 home makeover. But yeah, as you said, make sure everybody, we've got our player of the game. Ted and I will make sure that we call out several names, the big highlights that we're seeing. But go to www.johnwayne.com. Make sure you get your vote in for the player of the game.
Edgar Beretta will kick off. It's Terry and Sawyer back deep for Alamo Heights. Now, this is an Alamo Heights defense that only allowed 19 points per game last season, and they didn't give up a lot of big plays. Well, they gave up one to Sanchez right there.
Well, and they might not be able to replicate the speed on the practice squad throughout the week, but here we go with Terry again.
All right, Terry on a reverse. Terry's got some room. Terry's down the sideline. Terry's got some speed. Can he cut back? Terry is still going to the center of the field, and they tackle him at the 40-yard line. But a flag on the play.
And you hate to see that. I'm telling you, what's awesome about having the booth up here, we got a set of coaches that are right next to us, so we're hearing them stomp and yell and scream, but absolutely, what a great run back by Terry. That's the second one that he has really put down the field, showing not only good blocking for that kickoff return, but but just his speed and moxie and his ability to see where the holes are. Terry, one heck of an athlete.
Well, that's a big penalty because they were going to start at the Brackenridge 40, and now they'll step off this penalty, and they will be starting at their own 35-yard line. That's a pretty good swing.
That's a huge swing right there, and you hate that. You hate to see good effort by a great athlete like Terry, diminished by a flag like that.
Heights offense back on the field. They drove it down and scored on their first possession. We've got 6:05 to play in the opening quarter. Colin McKenna, number 7, in the shotgun. Fires it out to the sideline. This is Rhett Anderson. He's got some room, breaks a tackle, has the first down near midfield. This is the young man we talked about, Rhett Anderson, last year, the leading receiver, caught 54 passes, 21 touchdowns a year ago.
I mean, that's just impressive stats right there. him getting out in that open space, I like the play calling there. One, hey, everybody's going to try to key off Terry. You have to because he's an athlete. But that time, unselfish acts by Terry, got out there and blocked for his teammate, getting Red Anderson really in almost like a punt return situation where all you got to do is make one man miss and you're gone.
They take number 4, Jack Sawyer, out of the game. Back up tight end, number 86, Anderson Bogus, a junior, is into the game now. So they got 3 wide receivers to the near side, or at least 3 receivers. I think one of their tight ends is out here. Snap, Wildcat to Terry. He was in the quarterback position, has the first down, keeps the legs driving inside the 40 to the 38-yard line. And I made mention of this last week, Ken, when I was watching him play at Seguin. This kid does not look like a sophomore.
No, not at all. I mean, he doesn't run like a sophomore. He doesn't look like a sophomore. So far, we've seen him make decisions that's not, sophomore-like. Yeah, that's pretty impressive. And I know for Coach Redeman and that Alamo Heights coaching staff down there, you'd like to see those kinds of athletes that, hey, you're gifted physically, but now they're working on the mental game. And I tell you, when you can come with that kind of mentality, you're unstoppable.
1st and 10 at the 40 for the Mules. Flesher is back in at running back. Toss out to the sideline. This is Thistle throwing deep. He's got a man wide open. That is Red Anderson. He makes the catch and can't get into the end zone because the throw was a little bit short, but they'll mark him at about the 2-yard line.
Gavin Perez, the defensive back over there on the Brackenridge football. We called his name twice before. Ted, I'm going to go back to that very first play when I said they were trying to do a little trickeration with the throw to the outside and then hit the deep man. They went right back to it right there. Almost a touchdown, but I tell you, just a little underthrown there by the quarterback, or that was an easy 6 points.
Yeah, if he hits him in stride, that's straight to the end zone. So now they mark it at the 2-yard line. 2 running backs in the game. That is number 22, Will Broderick, a junior, alongside number 34, Flesher. Let's see if they keep it on the ground here on first down. They hand it to Flesher to the end zone. He is right there. They stack him up and touchdown, Alamo Heights.
Yeah, Flesher, I tell you, just his 5'11", 190 body. He's coming out of the backfield. You got your big guys up there on the front just manhandling that Brackenridge defensive line. Easy 6 points for the Mules.
Yeah, again, Jackson Hillebrand, number 72, left tackle. Alex Westmoreland, number 66, left guard. Caden Veal, number 50, is the center. Austin Supasay, number 60, the right guard. And Brooks Kieschnick, number 75, the right tackle. Ethan Ball, try to tack on the extra point. Kick is up, and the kick is good. 14-6, Mules lead the Eagles here in Alamo Heights. You're watching high school football presented by John Wayne Service Company on the KSAT Big Game Coverage app and powered by Texas Sports Productions.
This evening, you also have an opportunity to give to a good cause. The girls basketball team is currently holding a sneaker drive. Outside the Mules ticket office this week and support a good cause and help out the girls basketball program.
14-6 Mules, so we play in the first quarter. Ethan Ball to kick it deep to Brackenridge. Left-handed kicker. Left-footed kicker. Ball taken inside the 5, down the center of the field, and hit hard just before the 20-yard line, and that's where the Eagles will set up their second offensive possession. So far tonight, Ken, you've had 2 good drives by the Alamo Heights Mules for touchdowns. They've been effective, and 1 big play by Miguel Sanchez, the quarterback for Brackenridge.
Yeah, and I'll say, hey, if you can keep that pace up, as long as you're going, touchdown to touchdown, touchdown to touchdown, this could be an impressive game. But for Brackenridge, they're going to have to get a little bit more consistent in a lot of areas, and it can't just be on the legs of number 4, even though I'd put it in Sanchez's hands. He's got to start using those weapons, and that's where it's going to really make a difference in this remaining quarter to see what Brackenridge can do here.
So Sanchez back in at quarterback. Sanchez will fake the pass, He'll run it to the corner, chased down by Tommy Colligan from behind. That will be a gain of about 2.
I tell you, there's some hard hitting down there, Ted. I mean, Sanchez just getting himself to the outside, showing his speed, and just his gumshoe to get to the outside. But I'll tell you, the Alamo Heights Mules, they probably did some pretty good contact drills all week long because they're bringing the wood to a lot of these Brackenridge Eagles as soon as they get to the edge.
Eagles are coached by Larry Norman in his 3rd season with the Brackenridge Eagles. He replaced Willie Hall, who was at Brackenridge for 37 years, 26 as the head coach. So 2nd down and 7. Garcia in at quarterback. The running back, Nunez, slipped in the backfield right as he got the handoff, and that'll be a loss.
Yeah, that's all on him and the cleats on that one right there. I don't think there was any tripping that he did, but yeah, you're right. 26 just came out of the chutes, and Nunez just kind of lost his footing, that junior running back. You won't see that very much, and he's going to plant that foot and go.
Now 3rd and long for the Eagles, 3rd down and 10. Garcia played quarterback last week for part of the game. He had a couple of interceptions in that game, and they went to Sanchez. And then Sanchez got the start here tonight. This time, Garcia handing off to the near side, and not much doing there. They hand it off to number 31. That's Ezekiel Sanchez, a wide receiver. And now punting time for the Brackenridge Eagles.
Punting time, but it's worth calling it out here. It looks like Alamo Heights player might be a little dinged up with a stinger in his left shoulder there. But, yeah, that's Ezekiel Sanchez. That's a freshman wide receiver, folks, coming around the end there at number 31. So even for the Brackenridge Eagles, they're going to start bringing in any personnel that they can that's going to make a difference, even if you are a freshman.
Got a young man who's got a shoulder injury coming to the near side. And they'll take a look at him on the near sideline, so that's why you have a 2-deep roster.
That's right, exactly. And I mean, for those kinds of hits, as I was saying, I mean, there's some pretty good banging up going on down there on the field. To have those stingers, I don't doubt it. And I tell you, I've had several of those, and they hurt a lot.
Punt return will be number 3, Rhett Anderson. Brandon Garcia, number 10, is the punter. We've got a little less than 3 minutes to play in the first quarter. The clock is running. You can see it on the screen. Garcia with a good snap. Oh, it's blocked! Picked up inside the 10-yard line. And I think that was number 56 who blocked it.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you, number 12 came up, William Blake. He came up with that recovery, but yeah, they got in the backfield in a hurry off that punt and made that. So this, now again, special teams making its presence here while we've got high-flying offenses and good hard-hitting defenses. So far tonight, we've seen some impressive special teams functions, and then now look at Alamo Heights knocking on the door at the 9-yard line.
Yeah, I think that was Gage Massey, number 56, a junior who plays on special teams, and then it was number 12, William Blake, who fell on the football. And look at where the Alamo Heights Mules set up here. 1st down and goal at the 9-yard line.
Who's at quarterback?
Now they've got Terry in at quarterback, 2 running backs, Broderick and Flesher. Terry will keep it himself straight away to the corner of the end zone. Touchdown, Alamo Heights.
Well, that was almost predictable. When you got Terry in the backfield taking the direct snap, that just means really you got 3 running backs in the backfield. Looks like we got another Heights. Looks like a lineman down there right at about the 10-yard line. But for Terry, again, hanging points with his legs. What an athlete. And I'll tell you, very impressive so far, even in a different position with a direct snap quarterback.
Well, so far in 2 games, Michael Terry has 5 touchdowns this season. So he's off to a great start. I saw another really good sophomore last weekend at the Alamo Dome. We were talking about Michael Terry being a sophomore. Ty Hawkins over at Johnson. Whoa, what a player.
Wow. And you're going to see him for this season, and then fortunately for the Johnson staff, they still got him for another 2 seasons. So, yeah, absolutely impressive athlete over there at the Johnson staff. But looks like, hey, the good thing is we got the Alamo Heights player. He's up and limping gingerly, but at least he's coming off underneath his own power. We'll see. We'll check it out, but it does look like a little lower leg injury.
Yeah, that is number 66, so that's one of their starting offensive linemen. That's Alex Westmoreland, 240-pound junior. We'll see if he's able to return. He is walking off under his own power. His backup is number 77, Roberto Romero.
Well, the good thing on that is you're now going to bring out your PAT team. You don't really have to run your offense just yet, even with a backup. So now it's PAT time for the Mules.
Ethan Ball looking for his third point after the game. Kick is up, and the kick is good. 21-6, the Mules in the first quarter. You're watching high school football, presented by John Wayne Service Company on the KSAT Big Game Coverage app and powered by Texas Sports Productions. So Terry with a 9-yard run. Oh, well.
I don't know. Okay. I just don't know. We're good.
All right, ready for the kickoff. Special teams have been a factor in this one in favor of Alamo Heights. Now, last week, they missed a couple of point afters in a close game and then had to go for 2 to try to make it up, and it ended up costing them 4 points in a 3-point game. Now, tonight, their special teams have done some damage. Short kick down the sideline, and they'll take it across the 30 to the 31-yard line, and down 21-6. It is very important for Brackenridge to move the ball on this possession.
Yeah, this is a key possession for them, and I say that only because, one, they're going to get some good field position starting the ball right at about the 30. But now you've seen what the Alamo Heights defense is going to give you. You know, whether they're going to give you that short, flat pass, they're going to give you the intermediate stuff, or they're going to open up that A-B gap. You know, hey, take what Alamo Heights is going to give you and get some success where it's more methodical down the field instead of just hoping for that big explosive play.
Eagles have it first down and 10. Working from their own 31. This time Sanchez is back in at quarterback. Garcia is out here in the slot.
Brackenridge going to call timeout again.
Yeah, Larry Norman will call timeout. We'll keep it here. Other District 14 games this evening has Burbank. They're 1-0, playing Sam Houston this evening. Both teams are 1-0. Edison is 1-0. They're at Harlandale. Harlandale lost on opening week. Highlands is playing McCollum this evening. Both are 0-1. And Jefferson playing the Lanier Vokes. Jefferson Mustangs are 1-0. Lanier is 0-1. This is a new-looking district. Mm-hmm. It's a 10-team district, which is rare.
Yeah. That's a lot of games. That's a lot of prep. That's a lot of physical bang up on the body. But, yeah, this is a new district restructure, but I like it because I tell you, for me, hey, I'm selfish. I like to watch football.
Sanchez will roll left. We've got a flag, and he manages to get about 5 yards, but that may be 5 yards going the other way for the Brackenridge Eagles.
Well, we got flags on both sides over there. They didn't stop the play, so it wasn't like a false start. So I'm thinking maybe it was a formation lineup problem. Not enough men on the line, but, yeah, it looks like Brackenridge is going to start walking backwards. And that Brackenridge coaching staff, one, they weren't happy they had to take that last timeout, and then to come out after the timeout, and now you get a penalty off of that. I tell you, that just enrages coaches.
Reese Harwood, number 55, Angelo Annis, number 96, Carson De Leon, number 92. They're the 3 down linemen for the Alamo Heights defense. It's now 1st and 15 as Camargo goes in motion to the right. He's number 1. They've got 2 receivers to the near side.
You see the Heights lining up in that 3-4 spread, so they're going to give anything out of that backfield run. They want to cover the flat routes right here.
And they barely beat the play clock. Sanchez is rolling right. There is a flag. He slips and will be tackled at the 24-yard line, but a flag on that play. Holding on the Eagles.
They're going the wrong direction, and I tell you, that's frustrating as a quarterback. That's frustrating as a player. Frustrating as a coaching staff. when you've got those kinds of calls in, and for Brackenridge, I say right now, what they're getting a little bit emotional on this one. They got to get back to their bread and butter. Let's just calm it down. Let's slow it down. Hey, maybe even Ted, sometimes you have to dumb it down a little bit. Hey, let's just get back to the basics. Run that 36 dive and see what happens. Let's get back to something to where we're going to get our confidence back, because right now they're moving in the wrong direction.
Right now the linebackers are Joseph Trevino. He replaced Adrian Rodriguez. Harrison Sobey, number 42. Tommy Colligan, number 45. William Blake, number 12. Sanchez will keep it himself. Sanchez surrounded by blue jerseys and is hit hard and stood up by number 11, Corbin Gunter, the safety, a 174-pound senior.
Yeah, he came up and made a hit, and here we go. Got another flag. Now it's getting a little chippy down here on the sideline, but yeah, hey, number 11 came up and made a pop on him. Pick-and-pull collision moment right there as Sanchez was pulling it down. Again, trying to maybe do too much with just him and himself and his legs. I also don't like the fact Sanchez has got that ball out there, Ted, and he's got that slinging around. Alamo Heights, if any of these defensive coordinators are taking a look at it, hey, they're going to go after that ball.
Yeah, the penalty will be against the Alamo Heights Mules right at the end of the play. I think that was a personal foul.
Yeah.
May have been a late hit, which will give the Brackenridge Eagles a first down. They were facing...
Yeah, they were way behind the chains. Yeah, they were giving the first down.
Yeah, they were way behind the chains. They'll take it out to the 33-yard line. Sanchez, quick pass over the middle. It is caught by Brandon Garcia. He slipped as he caught it. That's a gain of about 5 on first down.
I like that. Hey, you've been lulling them to sleep with Sanchez and the legs and even some of the jet sweep stuff. Hey, let's just go with a little toss right behind the linebackers there. Clear them out. I like the play action call.
Right back to the line of scrimmage are the Eagles. We have less than a minute to play in the opening quarter. You see the score, 21-6. The Mules have scored on 3 possessions in this game. They have not had to punt so far in this game.
Not yet.
Sanchez watching the play clock, which is down to 10. Sanchez, nobody to hand it off to, and now he's just running for anything he can get, surrounded by blue jerseys. There's a fumble picked up by Gunter. He takes it to the end zone. Is that a touchdown by Alamo Heights, or are they calling the play down?
They're calling it a touchdown down here in the end zone. All the striped shirts are running down there. Absolutely. What a play. I tell you, it looked like it was going to be, it was a blown play from the beginning, Ted. And for that right there, everybody gets frustrated, and especially the running backs. They don't know what's going on. Quarterback's not going on. And somehow the ball got on the ground. But, hey, Johnny on the spot, Corbin Gunter. We've called his name a couple times so far tonight on defense, folks. So pay attention to that one. Takes it to the house.
Yeah, the ball popped out and bounced right up to Gunter, and he took it 38 yards into the end zone for a touchdown. So all of a sudden, Brackenridge is down 27-6. Point after try by Ethan Ball. He remains perfect for the game, and it is 28-6. Wow. Alamo Heights, and we're still playing in the first quarter. You're watching high school football presented by John Wayne Service Company on the KSAT Big Game Coverage app and powered by Texas Sports Productions. Okay. That's all right. He's got 105? Okay. All right, thank you. And are you going to be keeping up with commercials, or will she? Okay, explain to her what needs to happen. So. Okay. Well, this game is starting to drift away from the Brackenridge Eagles, and we're not even at the end of the first quarter now. You're down 28-6. So you've had that fumble that might have been the backbreaker in this game. We'll find out. We got a lot of time to go, but down 28-6, this is a pretty big hill to climb.
Yeah, so far it's been Alamo Heights offense, and now the defense says, hey, I want a little piece of the action too, and got that ball, scooped it up, put it in the end zone. Yeah, but you're right, Alamo Heights are on the roll.
Took it inside the 5. Oh, he caught it with his knee on the ground, and oh my goodness.
Yeah.
You'll have to start from inside your 5-yard line.
That's not what he wanted to do at all. Just a mental mistake there. Once in high school football, once that knee goes down right there, that you're down. So it's almost like fair catching it at the same point. But yeah, Brackenridge Eagles are going to be starting right from about their 4-yard line. I think that's where they're going to mark it off there. That's deep in their territory. And for a defensive coordinator, I know for Alamo Heights, they're going to say, hey, if they're going to be that deep, we might start to show a little 4-3 look, maybe even a 5-2 look, and let's get after that quarterback and get in the backfield.
Secondary for Alamo Heights, number 26, Andrew Conley, cornerback, number 9, Ethan Ball. Safeties, number 11, Corbin Gunter, and number 6, Jackson Duffin. On first down, handoff straight ahead. This is Nunez, and that's positive yards on first down. That may be the end of the first quarter. That's a gain of about 7 on first down.
That should take us to the end of the first quarter, but I'll tell you, that was some fantastic blocking by the left side of that Brackenridge Eagle. They opened up a great hole. Let's see if they can kick it off again here.
Now they're trying to get in one more play, but they're watching the clock now, and they will let it drift to the end of the first quarter. All right, second quarter is coming up here in Alamo Heights. A great first quarter for the Mules. They lead 28-6. You're watching high school football presented by John Wayne Service Company on the KSAT Big Game Coverage app and powered by Texas Sports Production.
Hey there. As you're watching the game tonight, we thought we'd remind you that it's a great day to be kind.
We love football season. It's all about coming together and celebrating each other as a school, working together to accomplish something amazing.
That's why we think it's a great day to be kind is so important. At the end of the day, it's our kindness and our compassion towards others that makes us Alamo Heights.
So at the game today, remember to be kind.
Be kind to our custodial staff by throwing away trash in the designated trash cans across the stadium.
Be kind to our opponents and our officials and show good sportsmanship.
Ready to go to the second quarter. As you see the score,
be kind to those around you by giving plenty of personal space, especially in the student section.
Getting 9.
When we all work together, our small acts of kindness grow.
Positive
it
yardage
creates something
by
bigger
Nunez.
than each one of us.
They've got it
so
second
remember,
down
next time you get the chance,
1.
just be kind. It makes all the difference in the world. And remember,
Sanchez.
it's a great day to be kind.
To Brandon Garcia. Garcia sweeping left, and a lot of blue jerseys are there. Here's how you can have a really good defense, Ken Lucas. You can have 12 senior starters on your defensive team.
Yeah, I call that success. I call that maturity. I call that experience. They're used to this, being underneath the lights. They're used to the play call, and they're used to the pace. I'll tell you, varsity is at a whole different pace, folks. If you don't have that varsity experience and have that number of sophomores, that's impressive.
Garcia, number 10, is the quarterback. They've used him and Sanchez so far in the game. Nunez is the running back right behind him. Just getting it going in the second quarter. Garcia fumbles the snap. Now he's running left and has some room. Got a block out there. There's a hold, and now there's a fumble on the field at the 35-yard line. The Eagles will recover. I think there is a holding penalty back here inside the 30 that'll take the Eagles back.
Let me see if I can try to recap this with catching my breath. Yeah, number 10, it was a bad snap. Number 10 got back there, Brandon Garcia, picked the ball up, took off. He's trying to direct traffic down there. Looks like there was a pancake holding block down here. Ball came out. We got 2 flags back here, and now we've got a Brackenridge player down on the field.
So that's the way we start the second quarter.
See if I can recap all that in one play. But, yeah, that was a lot going on that play, and it looked like it was going to be positive yardage. We'll have to see what they're calling the flags on here. But more importantly, we want to make sure that Brackenridge player comes up, and he does. That's number 10, Brandon Garcia.
You know, I mentioned a 10-team district here in District 14. There's only one other district in 5A or 6A that has 10 teams in it, and that's District 6-5A in the Dallas area. Mm-hmm. They have 10 teams in a district, but that's it. Only 2.
Yeah, and that's a tough district to be in, but seeing the type of caliber offense and defense that we're seeing here tonight, you can see where that is an exciting season for both these teams.
Wow, they had the ball at about the 35-yard line, and they all the way back to the 12-yard line.
Wow. They probably tack on a little personal foul. I didn't see the call off to the side over here, but
his first.
It may have been a personal foul and a hold. So now 1st and 20 facing the Eagles. This time Sanchez back in at quarterback. He's number 4. Sanchez throws it out to the sideline. No, he keeps it, now throws it near side, and not much going to the 15. That was Jalen Guerra who caught the pass at the 15-yard line.
I tell you, that swarming defense by the Alamo Heights Mules, led by Harrison Sobey, that senior linebacker, 6 foot, 200 pounds. I tell you, every single play that we've seen, there is at least 3, if not 4, blue jerseys right there. And then within a couple of seconds, everybody else is there as well. That's a good swarming defense by the Mules.
2nd down and 20. Sanchez now looking to the sideline as he's got plenty of time on the play clock. On 2nd down and 20, Sanchez will keep it himself. Hit from behind, and another flag comes in right at the end of the play.
I think they're going to get a face mask because his helmet came off, and I know he's got to leave the field for at least one play because the helmet came off, but I think they're going to call a face mask. Yep, there it is, face mask on Alamo Heights, so that'll give Brackenridge some extra yards there. But yeah, I mean, I tell you, Sanchez is doing everything he can. He's an athlete back there. Again, I'll take you back to, he knows he's got the legs, but I tell you, that young man's got to look for those other opportunities out there. He did have number 3 sitting out here to try to help him. You got Jalen Guerrera, and then as you see, number 31 run off the field. That's Ezekiel Sanchez. We called his name earlier today, that freshman wide receiver. They were both in an open spot to try to help him out.
Well, they had him wrapped up, and now with the penalty, it's a 1st down. 1st down and 10 at the 31-yard line for the Eagles. Brackenridge High School opened way back in 1917. They have been around for a long, long time in the King William District, historic district. Bad snap again. Sanchez rolling right, fires it downfield for Garcia, and it's into triple coverage, and that is intercepted at the 40-yard line. Who came out of there with it?
Looks like is that number 6 for the Alamo Heights Mules comes up. That's Jackson Duffin, that senior. Climbed the ladder up there, but you're right, that was a triple coverage, and it looks like the Mules were fighting over who was going to get the interception and the credit for it. But, yeah, just an underthrown pass by number 4, Sanchez, out of the backfield, just trying to look for something, anything down the field. Threw it into triple coverage. Alamo Heights with the ball.
So now 2 turnovers in the game on the Eagles. They had that fumble that Gunter picked up and ran back in for a touchdown, and they have not stopped the Alamo Heights offense on any drive so far. Now, they've had Colin McKenna playing quarterback for part of this half, but Michael Terry is back in there again, number 2. Terry will drop back. Now has some pressure. Terry will be wrapped up and dropped for a loss.
Great job by the Brackenridge defense, led by number 99, Isidro Sanchez. I think number 34 got back in there as well. So, hey, great job putting the pressure on, even though you got an athlete back there, number 2, Terry. Tell you can still bring the house and try to put some pressure on him and triple him up a little bit, get him off the game. Looked like he was trying to look down the field for a nice throw. I'll bring up that, Terry just last week, he had a 47-yard bomb for a touchdown, so he's got the arm strength to put it down the field.
Alamo Heights, they opened their doors in 1950. They have also been around for a long time here in the Heights area of San Antonio. 2nd down and 10. Looks like somebody was offside. Terry will keep it himself, break it down the middle of the field. Another flag flies in. Terry got the 1st down, but we have 2 flags on the play.
Looks like we're going to have defense either jumped or was lined up in the neutral zone. Looks like we're going to have a holding. That might be an offset penalty here off of Terry, making some positive yards. But, yeah, I'd mentioned in the pregame there, when you look at this is only the 2nd week, folks, so the 2 things that are going to jump out. Cramps, we haven't really seen that too much tonight. A couple of players been down, but it's the penalties, Ted. I'm telling you, each team has really got to get better. And where you see the big jump, in my opinion, we're in the penalties and maturity and the comfort zone of your offense and defense is really from week 2 to 3. Some people say 1 to 2. Really, I say 2 to 3 is when you really start to get your base down and your comfort level down to where some of these penalties hopefully take care of themselves.
So now 2nd down and 12, ball marked at 36-yard line. It's cooled off a little bit. It's 90 degrees right now in the Heights. The sun is starting to disappear. This time number 7, McKenna, is back in at quarterback. McKenna will drop deep, flag on the play, and we had movement, I believe.
Penalty marker on the play.
And that will take him back 5 more yards. Well, this group playing together for the first time this season. We mentioned they were without some players last week, so in effect, for a lot of these guys on the field today, this is opening day.
It really is, and I'll tell you, even when I call that out, that it's obvious that we're only in the second week here. Keep in mind, folks, they've only been really playing as a team for grand total about maybe 5 weeks now. Plays out there together, etc. So they're still trying to knock off some of the rust and get into the rhythm.
Second down and 19 from the 31. McKenna at quarterback. McKenna dropping deep, throws over the middle, caught by Thistle at the 50. Thistle breaks to the near side, tackled at the 42-yard line. That's a first down, and we've got a flag back here that might be either holding on Alamo Heights.
A personal foul on Alamo Heights.
Whoa.
Yeah. I tell you, that's going to negate a big, long throw. I'll tell you, I like the way that McKenna just stepped right there and stayed in that pocket. Looked for his downfield. Thistle, found him, threaded it right on the needle. Thistle picking up even some extra yards after catch, but again, negated by the penalties.
Yeah, it appeared that one of the offensive linemen may have been involved in that play. So instead of having a first down near the Eagles' 40-yard line, they're going to back you up again. This time, where will they mark it? They will mark it at the 16-yard line.
Personal foul penalty against the Mules, backs them
Boy,
up.
this is second down and a country mile. Look where the first down marker is.
Down marker is at the 50-yard
line. First down marker is at the 50. Ball is at the 31-yard line. Second down and 34. Now we got a little bit of a delay. You've got McKenna and Flesher in the backfield. Terry is at the top of the screen, along with Thistle and Anderson. That's a beautiful throw by McKenna a moment ago. See the clock ticking away here in the second quarter. Big lead at home for the Mules. McKenna, quick throw out to the sideline. That is caught by Anderson. Anderson will be tackled at the 29-yard line. That's a gain of about 8, so now third down and about 26 yards to go.
Let's just call it a half a country mile now instead of a full country mile. But yeah, McKenna did a great job looking for that open space, attacking the edges on the outside there. Again, Brackenridge is playing back deep, as they should. They can play a little softer now with the long yardage that the Alamo Heights Mules have. But again, attack those outside perimeter areas. That's going to get you some green. Watch out for number 2 down here at the bottom of the screen.
Yeah, now he's at the bottom of the screen. 3rd and 26 for the Mules. McKenna, straight drop. Now feeling the pressure, but lets it fly deep. He's got Anderson, who caught it at the 35-yard line. Rhett Anderson with a leaping grab. What a play.
What a play. Anderson just climbing the ladder. He's 5'11" already, but climbing the ladder, finding that. First thing I did, Ted, is look around. Do I see any laundry on the field? And it's not, so it's a good, clean play. But, yeah, McKenna just unloaded on that one for a big, long yardage pickup for the Mules.
Yeah, he beat Aurelio Garcia, the safety, for a big gain. And now the Heights have it first down at the Eagle 35-yard line. McKenna remains in there. The running back is Flesher. On first down, McKenna will keep it himself to the near side, inside the 30 to about the 25-yard line. Keeps on driving the pile inside the 20 for another first down.
Well, he planted his right hand there and didn't go down. He actually rolled over on top of the defender. And so McKenna, being the smart athlete that he is, knows, hey, I'm not down yet. I'm going to keep churning my legs. Picks up the extra 2-3 yards for the first down.
Well, he's got some size. He's 190 pounds. And he kept his legs churning. And now at the 19-yard line, 1st and 10. So they were way back inside their 15-yard line.
I think we used the term country mile and half a country mile. But, yeah, look at them now. They're always on the positive side of the field.
And it only took them a couple of plays to get there. McKenna, straight drop, throwing for the end zone. Michael Terry catches the pass. He had the size. He had the speed. Touchdown, Alamo Heights. He got behind number 2, Gino Pena.
Wow. I mean, Michael Terry, we might as well just call him Michael Touchdown Terry at this point. He has been dominant tonight. And coming off just last game, he had 3 touchdowns. He is the touchdown maker tonight as well. As it looks like we got another flag, but I think that was on the defense. They're going to wave that.
Personal
Well,
foul
hold on a second.
to the face against the defense.
Yeah, it's against the defense, so I'm not sure what they're discussing here. I mean, if it was against the defense, you'd take the touchdown.
All right. Yeah, it's on the defense. Michael Terry has just scored his 6th touchdown of the season.
6. What an impressive athlete.
We wanted that after the kick. Okay. That's all right. That's all right.
Are we muted?
Ethan Ball's extra point leaves good. And with 6:11 remaining in the second quarter, our new score, Mules 35, Eagles 6.
Well, the Mules only needed 3 plays to move it all the way downfield after they had the penalties that backed them up. And it was Colin McKenna with a beautiful pass to the near corner of the end zone to Michael Terry. And now the Brackenridge Eagles are looking at a 35-6 deficit.
Yeah, 35-6 deficit. We still got 6:11 left in the second quarter. I'll tell you that juggernaut offense of the Alamo Heights Mules is just impressive. If anything, hey, you go to your number one. Go find Terry wherever he's at. Put the ball in his hands or throw it up in the air, give him a little jump ball in the corner. What an athlete to go after that. But I tell you, Brackenridge defense right now is just getting manhandled by this Mule offense.
You know, last year, Alamo Heights averaged about 34 points per game offensively. They were very good. They really were only challenged twice in district play. They won one district game by 7 and another by, I think it was 4 points. But otherwise, they blew through their district. And then were very good in the playoffs. I did their game against Austin McCallum. It was played up in Canyon. And last year they had Sobey at quarterback. They had George Flesher at running back. Both graduated. But here comes McKenna and Terry to play quarterback. And the brother Bennett Flesher is the running back now.
Yeah, it might be the old adage of, hey, we just reload for the Alamo Heights offense here and the team in general. I tell you, when you can go from those type of athletes to what we're seeing tonight, you really haven't lost a stride of anything. In my opinion, I think you gained some strides.
And they're in a district that they should do well in as district play begins this evening. 9 straight district games. They're going to onside kick it. The ball is loose, but the Eagles will jump on it at the 37-yard line, and that's where Brackenridge will take over offensively.
Onside kick.
Well, yeah, good recovery there. Good hands team that was up front. I think Heights was trying to catch Brackenridge napping a little bit, knowing that they were probably going to pin them back deep and make their offense try to work. But, yeah, hey, this is a special teams game back and forth. Now Brackenridge has got the ball, 6:11 left, 35. They're down 35-16. Ball's in pretty decent field position for the Brackenridge Eagles at this point. So I think for them it's a matter of, okay, what's been working for us, and then stick with that bread and butter. I know, Ted, I keep saying that over and over again, but I'm a big fan of just getting your basics down and being really, really good at just the basics.
This time Brandon Garcia is back in at quarterback. Leo Solis, number 11, is to the near side. Garcia handing off to Nunez, and he's got pretty good yardage on first down. That'll be a gain of about 5, so second down and 5 coming up for Brackenridge.
Nunez getting right up there, and Brent Birdwell for the defense on Alamo Heights just stepping right up into that C gap and making a good contact, but not after some good positive yards by the Eagles.
Brackenridge last year, 6-5 for the season, 5-3 in district. They made the playoffs, got eliminated by Southwest Legacy in the first round, 43-22. Nunez and Garcia looking to the sideline. Garcia working left. Garcia will get near the first down.
Well, and I'll tell you, they're plugging away at it. And
with the keeper.
I'll tell you, for Brackenridge right now, I like the fact that they're just trying to get right back into the inside of the tackles and go right at the teeth of that Alamo Heights linebacking core. And right now, it's been successful. Right now, they're ahead of the chains, 3rd and 3.
Now, 3rd and short. They've used Garcia and Sanchez at quarterback. This time it's the taller quarterback, number 10, Brandon Garcia. Heights was faking a blitz, and now they back off. You see that 3-4 defense setting up. 4:45 remaining in the first half. Garcia straight ahead, stood up right at the first down marker, and I don't think he got it.
I don't think he was even close. I think he might have gotten back maybe a yard tops, but you're right. I mean, that linebacking core for Alamo Heights, they were coming on that outside blitz, or they at least number 45 showed that outside blitz, and then he kept the quarterback kept the ball, and both linebackers hit that AB gap at the same time and shut them down.
Well, on 4th and 1, they've got to go for it.
Absolutely. At this point, clock ticking, go for it.
Yeah, down 35-6. They've got 10 seconds on the play clock as Garcia will have the running back, Nunez, behind him.
And they might look to take their last time out right before the play clock runs out.
Well, they're going to try to get it off, and now they will take a timeout. So we'll keep it here during this break. We'll keep it here with 3:55 to play and a 35-6 lead.
Interesting enough, what I'm seeing from Alamo Heights is they're being able to flex themselves in and out of their base defense. They came in tonight they like to run that kind of soft shade 3-4, but they've did some work throughout the week, and now they're flexing in and out of that 3-4-4-3 look and allowing their linebackers to just completely read the guards and then flow. At least you got 2 guys that are going to go where the guards are going to tell you to go. But then you got those outside linebackers who've been trying to defend that D gap on the outside. I tell you, they're executing at a real high level on the defensive side for the Mules.
The bad news for Brackenridge, they don't throw the ball very well. In fact, last week they only threw the ball 9 times. They completed 5, so that's not the strength of their team. And down 35-6, you're going to have to throw a little bit here.
Yeah, you have to get it in the air. And I'm thinking, hey, look for your playmakers. And right now, both playmakers, the big playmakers at least, are at the top of the field and down here at the bottom of the field.
Now, Sanchez is not in at quarterback. He had the 72-yard run for a touchdown earlier in the game, the only score for the Brackenridge Eagles. This time on 4th and 1. Oh, and a bad snap. That's happened 3 or 4 times tonight. Garcia will throw it out incomplete, and look where Alamo Heights will take over, but we've got a flag on the play.
And guess what? You got number 12 hunting down the quarterback. Sometimes you get a little aggressive, but yeah, for Alamo Heights, number 12, William Blake. We called his name earlier, making some good plays. On this one right here, it's going to be a personal foul and going to give Brackenridge the first down.
Personal foul.
That's a big play for Brackenridge because that was a bad snap. They've had that happen 3 or 4 times.
This is the 3rd time now that it's been a bad snap. 2 have happened to number 10, Brandon Garcia, just trying to survive back there, trying to make something out of nothing. But on that one right there, hey, gift by the Alamo Heights Mules with that personal foul. Just doing too much physical damage on the Brackenridge Eagles quarterback there. And I tell you, picking up solid yards right here, I tell you, Brackenridge could take advantage of this with 3:50 left in the second quarter.
Now, the good news for the Alamo Heights defense, number 30, the linebacker Adrian Rodriguez, back on the field. He went out with a shoulder injury earlier. Well, look where Brackenridge has the ball now, at the 39-yard line. Sanchez is back in. He's sweeping left. Hit at he gets to the 32-yard line. Gain of maybe 7 on first down.
Good 6-7-yard pickup there by Sanchez. I like that. Following his lead blocker, they pulled, looks like it was number 54, I believe, off this backside. It was just a backside guard pull. Followed right behind him and then put his speed right there to get to the top side. Setting him up ahead of the chain, 2nd and 4.
Yeah, that was Alex Estrada, a 250-pound senior, the right guard for Brackenridge, who led the way. Gain of 6, 2nd down and 4. Oh, movement. That time by the right tackle. That's number 72, Jaden Perez, and that will knock him back 5 yards.
Sometimes you don't even know if the ref needs to go to the effort to throw the flag. Everybody on both sides of the stadium saw that one go. But, yeah, it looks like number 72 just unloaded a little too fast. Jackson Hildebrand there, he's that junior tackle. He also plays center. Big guy, 6'3", 275. He was ready to go, just did a little too fast.
One thing you know, when Sanchez is at quarterback, he's looking to run the ball more than pass. Garcia is the better passer. We'll see what they do here, and this time, Sanchez, quick throw over the middle, caught at the 30-yard line. That's a first down. He breaks a tackle inside the 25-yard line. That is number 1, Xavier Camargo.
I like Camargo. He just went up there, knew that he was going to be going right into the teeth of that outside linebacker, even with the free safety over the top. Knew he was going to take a hit, but then dodged it enough and picked up the extra yards for the first down.
Camargo, 170-pound senior. 1st and 10. Ball is at the 24-yard line. About 2.5 minutes remaining in the first half. Sanchez back up to the line of scrimmage. The running back is Nunez. Garcia on a jet sweep, but Sanchez will keep it himself. Spin away from one defender, but has nowhere to go.
Did they blow it?
And they blow it dead.
I didn't hear a whistle, and everybody kind of gave up on it. Yeah, Ted, this is like the 4th or 5th play now where, Sanchez looks like he's got a good handoff. He's going to get some positive yards, and he makes the decision to pull it back himself, and he's just getting blown up in the backfield because it's taking too long for that exchange and that decision to actually take hold.
So they're calling it 2nd down and 9. The ball is at the 23-yard line.
Second and 9, you got a man-to-man situation down here on the bottom. I peek at this.
Yeah, that's Camargo. Sanchez throws it short, incomplete.
Pass was intended for number 10.
Yeah, he's trying to hit Garcia just on that quick slant, just that 1 step, 2-second balls out of your hands right to Garcia. Just short hopped it on that one.
Now Brackenridge with a 3rd and 9. Clock stopped with 1:38 remaining.
Yeah, no back set.
Now empty backfield for Sanchez. He's got Solis, Camargo, and Nunez to the top of the screen. Garcia and Guerra to the bottom. So 5 receivers. Hand off to Garcia on a jet sweep. Flag from behind. That may be holding on the Eagles.
Well, again, trying to threaten and attack that perimeter. They bring number 10 all the way across the formation. Garcia, speedster. We've seen him put the Jets on earlier, but yeah, absolutely. I'd say get to the outside, get to those perimeters, especially in these 3rd and 9 situations like that. Hey, you got a lot of green out there. Might as well use it.
We've had a lot of penalties in this game, haven't we?
Yeah, that's what I said, penalties. Gosh, it's what kills games. And I tell you, for even being the second week, I think this is a little high on the penalty side. But they're going to have to get that cleaned up, especially as they start moving into district, because that can make or break games right there.
Well, they're calling it 3rd and 9. And the ball is now at the 23. Did they pick up the penalty?
I think they waved the penalty off, so that would make it 4th down.
Yeah, okay. They still had it 3rd down on the scoreboard, so it's 4th down now.
They had waved it off, and they're going to bring in the field goal unit.
And they're going to try a field goal. This is Edgar Barreda. Edgar Barreda will spot this one at the 27-yard line. This is a pretty lengthy kick. 37-yard field goal attempt. It is up. It is long enough, and it is good.
Wow.
Edgar Barreda with a 37-yard field goal.
Might have been 37 and 7 inches. That barely cleared the crossbar.
Nice kick by the senior kicker, number 30. That'll make it 35-9 with 58 seconds remaining in the first half.
Yeah, that helps you as a coaching staff. When you can put a kicker out there like that in this type of situation where, hey, if we get it, we get it. If we don't. But when you can push one through like that, that really boosts you in your offensive play scheme, because now you know, okay, if we're short like that, I can put the ball up through the upright and still walk away with some points. As much as they would love 6 points, at least walk away with 3. And right there, Brackenridge Eagles, I tell you, great job by that kicker putting the crew, getting them back on the board.
Next week, Alamo Heights will be on the road. They'll play at Highlands in another district game. And they'll be home in 2 weeks against McCollum. Brackenridge will be home against Burbank, and that game is on Saturday next week.
That's correct, yeah, and that's always a good one, Brackenridge and Burbank. Of course, Highlands is nothing to get sneezed at for the Alamo Heights Mules, so they'll have to get prepared for it. But First right here is, we've got 58 seconds right before they can get into halftime and get some adjustments here, especially on the Brackenridge side. And we'll kind of talk about that through the halftime. But, yeah, for Brackenridge, they got to come out with a little bit better answer than they did in the first half for the Alamo Heights.
Well, if I'm Brackenridge, I just pooch it to the near side short. I don't give Michael Terry a chance to touch the ball here.
I would find Terry and kick the opposite direction. That's exactly what I would do.
He's on the near side, so I would kick it over to the far side here. Let's see what they do. And they're going to squib it. That's an onside kick. The ball was loose for a moment, but I think Alamo Heights jumped on it. I thought I saw a blue jersey end up on top of that one. Well, they're trying to rip it away at the bottom of the pile.
Not going to work. All right, so Heights got it.
Yep. Now 57 seconds remaining on the clock.
So with this right here, you've got an opportunity. You can either just run one little dive play and let the clock run. Now, of course, the Eagles, they don't have any timeouts left, so they can't stop the clock, even if they wanted to.
Alamo Heights has all 3 of their timeouts left if they want to press the issue here. They're up 35-9. McKenna is back in at quarterback. He threw a beautiful pass to Michael Terry for a touchdown, about 35 yards the last time he was on the field. They've got Terry in the backfield with him. That's Flesher. McKenna throws it out to Flesher. He makes the catch right about the 50-yard line. Shakes one man, tackled at the 45. We've got another flag on the near side of the field.
Flag on near side, flag on top side. But, yeah, it was interesting. They had Terry down here at the bottom, and good to go for Brackenridge. It looks like an ineligible receiver down the field. That's what happens sometimes when you get that quarterback rolling. Offensive linemen just get down the field a little too fast. But for that Brackenridge, if you see them, they're keying on Terry. They're rolling that safety and cheating that safety over the top side. So wherever Terry is, he's rarely going to be matched up man-to-man with somebody. They're going to try to get some over-the-top help. So Alamo Heights offensive coordinator, I'm sure he's seeing that and going, all right, if you want to double team up there on that backside left, I'm going right.
Penalty yards may equal total yards in this first half so far. It's 1st and 15. McKenna back to throw to the sideline. Anderson will make the catch at the 49-yard line. He is a very good receiver. He's got great hands. He runs good routes, and he's got some size. And so that will make it a manageable second down coming up for the Mules, and they have 43 seconds remaining.
Yeah, I like him. He comes off the ball fast. He drives hard and sells that cornerback, tries to get that cornerback's hips turned, and then digs and gets to the outside. And, of course, he's got some sure hands. He climbed up there and picked that one down. That's just easy. That's just some good backyard throwing ball right there. And
they stop the clock by getting out of bounds. Now 2nd and 5 from the Brack 49. McKenna has a lot of time. Throwing deep down the sideline. He's got Anderson again for the touchdown.
Wow. I tell you what sold that one right there is McKenna. He got that ball. He dropped back. He looked right. Did a little pump fake, and that pulled that safety up. And then I tell you, for the big speedster, and we just talked about him being a fantastic catcher right there, Anderson just put the Jets on, put the ball in the end zone for Alamo Heights on the board here right before halftime with 35 seconds left.
And now up 41-9 with the point after try coming from Ethan Ball. Ethan Ball has been perfect on his extra point kicks so far. Now, Joseph Trevino was the kicker last week. Number 11, Gunter to hold. Left-footed kicker will put it up, and he remains perfect. We'll keep it here with 35 seconds remaining. It is 42-9, and that has to be deflating for the Brackenridge Eagles. They had something positive happen. They moved the ball. They got the 37-yard field goal, and boom, here comes Alamo Heights right back.
Well, and Alamo Heights said, you know what, we're not going into the locker room without giving at least another shot. Hey, why not? And we didn't even call Terry's name. That was all McKenna and Anderson with the big play. 2 big major plays right there through the air.
Now, don't forget, we'll be naming our John Wayne Player of the Game after the game. We've got a lot of candidates right now. You can vote at johnwayne.com. That's at johnwayne.com. And if by voting, you're in the running for the $10,000 home makeover just by voting at johnwayne.com.
And then if you actually pick the player of this game and it becomes a player of the week, they got some great prizes. One of them's a nice John Wayne Player of the Game hat that you got out there. Again, I go back to, I got a couple of hats. That's great. I'm really trying to get that $10,000 makeover. So, hey, we appreciate John Wayne and his support for high school football. So make sure that you go to www.johnwayne.com, get your player of the game vote in. Ted and I will do ours at the end of the game, but you can register yours and get those points up there. So make sure that you get to it and get your player of the game in.
The deepest of the receivers for the Eagles is Ezekiel Sanchez. We have 35 seconds remaining, and I would think that right now Brackenridge would just kneel on the ball, keep it safe here unless they can get a decent return. The ball is out of the end zone. Nice kick by Ethan Ball.
Good kick, and that's exactly what you wanted strategy-wise, is put it out of the end zone, make them start at deep in their own territory there on their side. But you're right. Hey, Ted, if I'm on the Brackenridge side, 35 seconds left, I really don't want to call it out too long or try to press it too much on that. But, yeah, I would take probably take the knee. You probably have to take two knees. Depends on where the play clock's at 25, game clock's at 35, so you're going to have to take at least two plays.
And again, the Alamo Heights timeouts are all there. They've got 3, but they may be content to let the clock run 2. Alamo Heights has had a very solid first half here at home.
Yeah,
Sanchez will kneel on it. When you look at Alamo Heights, and did they use one of their timeouts? I think they did because the clock is stopped.
The clock stops. Everything's stopped. You got they're going to reposition the ball.
Clock is still stopped.
Is that a 5? Was there a penalty?
Now they're going to run the clock. Okay.
Yeah, but they're 5 yards back from the sticks at second down.
They are. Did they have movement on a kneel down? They may have. Don't see that very often.
Usually that's one of your first plays that you practice is, hey, our victory formation / kneel down. Nobody move. I'm going to drop back and kneel it out. But, yeah, I think they're just going to let this play clock run out. Brackenridge going into halftime.
All right, it's halftime here at OREM Stadium on the campus of Alamo Heights High School. We'll have our halftime activities coming up. Ted Davis along with Ken Lucas on Texas Sports Productions. 42-9. The Mules have the lead here at the half. We'll take a break. You're watching high school football presented by John Wayne Service Company on the KSAT Big Game Coverage app and powered by Texas Sports Productions. So are we sounding okay now? Okay. All right.
Jay or Bobby or whoever else, they're like, hey, you're over-modulating. Tell the director this. I'm like, the director's not even in here.
Yeah.
And I can't just leave the game to go be the messenger.
Well, call somebody call ground zero at halftime, and because I'll get us into the bands, see if we're okay. Because we did a sound check before the game, they said everything sounded fine. Okay.
Yeah. No, that's not on you.
Yeah, it's not on you. Testing 1 2 1 2 1 2. Who?
Our director, down in the middle of the ALAMO Heights, so he's not even in here. We've already got some problematic centers there. So anything with like the sound or the graphics or we're not on, unless I leave the game to go walk down the hall and tell them that stuff, I'm not able to.
How are we sounding now?
But are we sounding okay? Well, one, I didn't know you were broadcasting on the radio. Two, you're texting me, so I figured you were listening. Okay. Yeah. All right. So who should I be talking to? Eric? Okay, man. All right, brother.
All right, we're back at halftime. Ted Davis along with Ken Lucas. We're at OREM Stadium on the campus of Alamo Heights High School. And it's been a big first half for the home team. Alamo Heights with their district opener and their home opener. And they've got a 42-9 lead over the Brackenridge Eagles. At halftime, we always like to recognize the bands. The Alamo Heights Band is here, the Marching Mule Band. They work very hard getting ready for this. They're working out in the summer, in the heat, and we love to show them at halftime on Texas Sports Productions. Ladies and gentlemen, the Alamo Heights, no, that's the Brackenridge Band. My mistake. That's the Brackenridge Band. They work very hard, too. We'll have the Alamo Heights Band coming up after the performance by the Eagle Band, and here we go. All right, you're watching the Brackenridge Band at halftime. The Alamo Heights Band is coming up here at OREM Stadium. Big lead for the Mules. They've got a 42-9 lead as we play at halftime. You're watching high school football presented by John Wayne Service Company on the KSAT Big Game Coverage app and powered by Texas Sports Productions. right, testing 1 2 1 2 3 1 2 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3. Oh, here we go. Here's you. Here we go.
Okay, there we go. Yeah, I'm sounding right now. 1 2 1 2 3.
Testing 1 2 1 2 3 1 2 1 2 1 2 3 1 2 1 2 3 4 1 2. Testing 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4. I'm not peaking. I mean, I'm pretty good right in here.
I'm looking here. We're not getting way up in
No,
here.
we're not way up there, so we should be okay. How does it sound? Oh, your headphones went out. Okay. Okay. Testing 1 2 1 2 3 4 1 2. Give me some tests, Ken. 1 2 3 4
1 2
5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 1 2 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8.
Yep.
Our board is feeding.
Yeah, because we're getting right here. We're getting the volume right there.
I can testing 1 2. Back at halftime, 42-9 is our score. The Breckenridge Band has performed, and now the Alamo Heights Band will take the field. I talked, Ken, about the bands. We talk about the football players working hard to get ready for the season. I've driven by high schools where the band is doing their rehearsal and they're practicing on the blacktop in the parking lot.
And that's not a nice, cool, inviting environment either. So, yeah, I tell you, and I say this for years, and I mean this wholeheartedly, is, it is an entire student body environment, and I tell you, and it takes an entire student body and the community to put it on. But I love seeing the bands, the dance team, the flags, the drill team. Of course, you can see all the management that goes on, the choreography that is required as you see the Alamo Heights Band setting up. I mean, that's just a ton of work. And that's just for a halftime performance. I'll tell you, that doesn't go into the hours and hours of choreography and practice out there on the blacktops. So you got the football players out here, and they're banging around in pads. But, you got the band and the dance team. They work just as hard to put on a fantastic halftime show as well.
And coming up, we'll have the performance from the Alamo Heights Band. There are a couple of good district games going on in the area tonight. Judson is home against Westlake, and Steele is home against Lake Travis. Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, and and welcome to Friday Night Lights. Now we're getting into the deep, good stuff right here. And those two games you just mentioned, those are going to be some big ones. I'm going to check our KSAT 12 big coverage app. If you don't have that, go out there and get that, and you can keep up with not only the live games tonight, but you can also see what's coming up the next week. So we'll check those scores when we get back from our next one.
And the Alamo Heights Band is in position. Everybody associated with the band, the flag team, the drill team, we're all ready to go. And the Brackenridge Eagles trying to regroup at halftime. But this has been a very impressive performance, both offensively and defensively, for Alamo Heights here in their home opener. All right, let's listen to the Alamo Heights Marching Mule Band.
The Spur of the Week is Adriana Ibarra, and Spirit Squad Member of the Week, Madison Young. Now sit back and relax as the Spurs and the mighty mule twirler Piper Smith perform their routine to Soul Man.
Let's hear it for your Spurs.
The Mighty Mule Band recognizes the following members for their hard work and dedication this week. Band members of the week are Joseph Tolan and Charlie Durrett. Color guard member of the week is Gabby Buzenas. Our section of the week, our Low Reed section. Tonight, the Mighty Mule Band performs the first part of their competition marching show entitled From the Ground Up. Tonight's performance features soloist Sophia Cifuentes. Heels fans, please stand for the Alamo Heights fight song. And director, Mighty Wheel Band. Stevens, Matthew Burke, Colin Chester. This is Singh. Cross Park, Steve McGrew, Sidney Rock, and Mike Wilson. The Alamo Heights High School Principal, Cory Smith. The Alamo Heights ASST Superintendent, Dr. David Shaw. Reports of the Mighty Wheel Band is played. Oh, beautiful.
Halftime here at Alamo Heights, 42-9. The Alamo Heights Mules have the lead over the Brackenridge Eagles, and they were very effective in that first half. Again, Lucas, they ran the ball well with Michael Terry running it for a touchdown. They threw the ball well. McKenna to Michael Terry for one touchdown. Another touchdown to Brett Anderson. And the Brackenridge Eagles finally got some positive yardage in the took about 58 seconds to play. They came right back and scored again.
And when you've got the offense that they have, why not take a shot like that? Sneak peek if I was going to go in each of the locker rooms. I'll start out with the Alamo Heights. For Coach Redmond and his staff, it's going to be do exactly what we did in the first half. Keep that ball balanced. I'll take it back to our we're talking about staying balanced, run pass. We're seeing a lot of on that offense there from between the run pass. Hey, what's up? And then locked in tonight, I'd say we're not going to get much more concentrated on Alamo Heights. From sales and financing to parts of service, our team goes down one path, understand the stress and the needs of our customers. The moment you walk through the door, our sales team is ready to help you find the right vehicle to fit your needs. And one surprise is finding you got autos, real, simple. No surprises, no fees. The first price is the best price. Visit GunAuto.com today. Go Mules! Let's get our box.
But
for them, they're going to have to come out, and the big answer that they're going to have to come up with some defensive stop. Not Alamo Heights, they're not just going to keep rolling.
the coaches in this game. Ron Ritterman, now in his third season here at Alamo Heights.
Hey there. As you watch the game tonight, we remind you that it's a great day to be kind.
We love you. It's all about coming together and celebrating each other as a school, working together to accomplish something.
Johnson.
That's why
in his third season as head coach at Breckenridge, he replaced
At the end of the day, it's our kindness and our compassion towards us,
for a total of 37 years, 26 as the head coach. And
Hey, hats off to him and his service.
Be kind to those around you. Especially.
I always love hearing those.
When we all work together, our small
Yeah, I tell you, for tonight, I've seen the coaching staff.
Next time you'll remember, next time just be
second
kind.
half. I would expect to see if maybe one or two.
It's a great day to be kind.
Kind of drive back into those second stringers, maybe even bringing up some of the other guys. Let's see how they're going to come out with this kind of lead. That's a perfect opportunity for it. And then Breckenridge, I don't think they're going to give up. I think they're going to come out here and fight pretty hard like they should, because their season's just beginning too, and they certainly want to make a bold statement as well.
Both teams lost last week, 42-39 shootout. Alamo Heights losing at Seguin, and a 25-13 defeat last week by Breckenridge to the Jay Mustangs in their opener. So this is the district opener, and when you look at Alamo Heights with all of the seniors they have, we mentioned every starter on the defensive side of the football is a senior, and they've got a lot of seniors over on the offensive side too. They don't really appear to have a weakness, and so you can anticipate, especially in this district where they should do well, that Alamo Heights will be poised at the end of the season to make another deep run in the playoffs.
Yeah, it's theirs for the taking, Ted. And I mean, and the destiny's in their own hands. They've got the athletes, they've got the experience, they've got the coaching staff. You know, they've got all the mechanics for what you would normally say, yep, that's going to be a successful season. So it's going to be really exciting to watch them grow and bloom themselves into this season and see where it takes them. But I do expect Alamo Heights to make a heck of a run this season.
In the preseason rankings that KSAT put out, their preseason rankings, they had Steele number 1. They had, let's see, Steele was number 1 and Brennan was number 2.
Yeah.
But Alamo Heights was 3rd.
Yeah, and I don't doubt Steele. They've got some athletes. They're playing tonight up at Lake Travis. We were trying to get it looks like Steele's up on Lake Travis at the halftime there up at the Steele Stadium, Lindhaus Stadium. But yeah, I'll tell you. And then you look at number 2, not bad. I would expect that. But Alamo Heights number 3, for what they're doing tonight, I wouldn't expect them to drop much more than that. They've really put on a show tonight.
Well, the Breckenridge Eagles are coming back onto the field. The Alamo Heights Mules will do the same. The home opener for Alamo Heights. And we'll see if Breckenridge can get something going. They'll get the ball first to open up the third quarter. They haven't had a lot of positive things happen on the offensive side, but if you could take this drive, put it down into the end zone, make it 42-16, then you have a little momentum.
Still in the fight, you know. And again, you play till the last whistle, and you play till the last quarter. And I think for the Breckenridge Eagles, they're going to come out. I think they're going to have a little bit different moxie about them. You know, better. And the unique part is some of these guys that we've called out. One of them, that's what was that, number was it 31, Ezekiel Sanchez over there on the Brackenridge. He's a freshman. He's up here on varsity underneath Friday Night Lights. So, I mean, you potentially could see this fantastic freshman, and then they got 2 sophomores on the list as well. Those are guys that are going to be your legacy here. And, I mean, they're getting the experience tonight, but how exciting is it to just see these young men out here battling it off as they kick off for the second half?
Yeah, that's a big jump from middle school to playing varsity football.
Huge. You don't get any in between.
Ethan Ball will kick it deep, and he puts it into the end zone again. That is such a luxury to have a kicker with that strong of a leg because you don't have a return.
Yeah, you can. I don't want to ever say you want to take the pedal off and just kind of coast down the field, but yeah, with a leg like that, and you know he's going to put it right at about the top of the eye and heights at the end of the end zone. Yeah, that's a destiny already set.
That'll bring it out to the 25-yard line. And defense has allowed no touchdowns in the game. Well, I take that back. The 72-yard run by Sanchez was against the defense.
That's right.
But they have shut it down since. They only allowed a field goal after that. So here's Sanchez at quarterback. Garcia in motion. Banks to Garcia, and he is planted. Look at that. That is number 92, Carson De Leon, the defensive end, a 212-pound senior.
That was 212 pounds coming right at you, folks. First play of the game, just drops him for a loss in the backfield. Great explosive play by that defensive end. And I'll tell you, to be able to get there out there and put your horses on, well done putting them behind the chains.
Sanchez says, next time I'll give it to Garcia.
So I recommend that, absolutely.
Second down and 14. Getting the play from the sideline. Nunez is the running back. He's number 26. And Brackenridge, not a strong passing team.
Oh, bad snap
another
again.
bad snap. That one is on the turf. Who's got it? I think Sanchez got back on it. Is that the fourth time?
Fourth time, Ted. And I tell you, that doesn't help with any of your offensive play calling. None of that starts with, hey, let's go with a bad snap here. And actually, all 4 have been on number 4. He's just trying to scramble. But it all starts right there. We give up the fact that, hey, sometimes these snaps are just taken for granted. You're seeing where it can hurt you sometimes here tonight.
And third down and 23, deep in their own territory. This is a terrible spot to be for the Eagles right now. You would think that they might pass it, but as we said,
snap first. Then hopefully they can pass it.
Yeah, Garcia is now the quarterback. That's Colligan moving to the right side of the defense, and we've got movement.
Yeah, it's going to be, it looks like a false start. Even though 45 up there on the top side, yeah, as you were just calling out, you got Birdwell showing the blitz on the outside, but yeah, there was a false start at the beginning. Brackenridge is going the wrong direction here, Ted.
Number 55, Reese Harwood. Number 96, Angelo Annis. Number 92, Carlos De Leon, the down lineman. Adrian Rodriguez, Harrison Sobey, Tommy Colligan, outstanding senior, and William Blake are the linebackers. You see Blake, number 12. Handoff, keeper by Garcia. Garcia across the 10-yard line to the 13, and punting from deep in their own territory will be the Brackenridge Eagles.
Yeah, just did try to do as much as he could with being as far behind the chains as he was, but tell you, number 10 came out of the locker room, said, hey, I'm Brandon Garcia, and let me reintroduce myself to that defense. So really did the best that he could being that far, but not enough for the first down.
So Brackenridge will kick it away. Sanchez is the punter. Rhett Anderson back deep. Oh, he can't get the punt off. Now he's deep in his own territory. They'll tackle him inside the 10-yard line.
That's going to be a bad decision by Brackenridge there. And again, they got it in the hands of number 4. He's the playmaker, he can be, but hey, I think there was just a little mix-up there. I was just about to say Alamo Heights is going to have good field position, period. They had their punt returner standing on their own, on the 50.
Yep.
So they were going to have positive, good field position, but not expecting the fact that their offense would come back out for the first time in the second half here with the ball on the 10.
So the Heights offense will set it up at the 10-yard line. Michael Terry comes to the near side of the field. Rhett Anderson is to the top of the field. They've got McKenna as the quarterback. McKenna will keep it himself. McKenna inside the 5, driving for the end zone, touchdown, Alamo Heights.
I tell you, Brackenridge number 9, that's Dominic Campos, that defensive back. He's a junior. He had him dead to rights in the backfield. Looked like it was going to be a tackle for loss. McKenna showing his athleticism, doing a little spin move on him and breaking out and putting 6 points on the board.
Well, we saw him break tackles in the first half. We mentioned he's 190 pounds.
Yeah.
So he's a big quarterback. Scores for the second time in the game. He has 2 touchdowns, and now it's 48-9. After the kick, we'll be taking a break. Ethan Ball with the extra point. He remains perfect in the game. And now 48-9. Alamo Heights has the lead. You're watching high school football presented by John Wayne Service Company on the KSAT Big Game Coverage app and powered by Texas Sports Productions. Well, don't forget, after the game, Ken and I will be selecting our John Wayne Service Company Player of the Game. You can vote for the John Wayne Player of the Game at johnwayne.com. And when you vote, you're automatically entered to get a $10,000 home makeover. Kick is taken at the 15-yard line. Comes to the near side. He'll be tackled. That's Xavier Camargo. And they knock him out of bounds at around the 27-yard line. So the Brackenridge Eagles, they needed something positive on that first drive, and they got anything but. They had a bad snap. They couldn't get the punt off, and that gave 7 more points to a very good Alamo Heights team.
Well, when you got an Alamo Heights offense that's just rolling like it is, and then you give them a gift of the ball on the 10-yard line, yeah, I mean, that you're already behind and losing on that one. But let's see if they can get back into a groove here with their offense. Let's see if they can try to make some progress here up against this pretty stout Alamo Heights defense.
It is 49-9 after the point after try by Ethan Ball. The scoreboard is correct. Handoff to Nunez straight ahead. That's Camargo who got the handoff, but a flag on the play, and now another flag and another flag.
All kinds of flags. I think they got a flag down here on the left side, flag thrown in from the field judge, flag thrown in from the back. I think we got everything but socks thrown out here.
That was coming next.
Yeah, well, they were out of flags.
They were. Yeah. Officials have to get in shape too, so you got to get used to reaching back, grabbing that flag, and then hurling it.
That thing hurling, yeah, exactly. A lot of people don't know there's a little weight on that flag. It's like a little heavy weight to go up. It looks like we got a personal foul face mask on Alamo Heights, and I didn't see what the first one was, but it's going to offset.
Yep.
So really, that play just didn't happen, folks. Scratch that from your memory.
I remember in an NFL game, a referee threw a flag on a holding, and it went through the face mask and hit one of the.
Right in the eye.
It hit him in the eye,
yeah.
And it turned out to be a big thing that went to court and everything.
Yeah. Well, it's a little weight that's in there. That's where you see it hit the ground. But all right, we got a little stoppage there. I think we're still talking about the flags. And I think what the Brackenridge coaching staff, they just want an explanation for the offset.
The ball is marked at the 27-yard line. You see the time remaining in the third quarter, and now Alamo Heights cruising with a 49-9 lead. They have had a very productive home opener. Garcia and Sanchez are in the game, and it's Garcia playing quarterback. Sanchez is the running back. They give it straight ahead this time to Camargo.
Look at that scrum.
Yeah, that looked like a rugby scrum.
It did, didn't it? Big 54's in there kind of leading it. You see 28. Everybody kind of get on that one. Or, I'm sorry, 26 is Brackenridge Eagles just trying to push in that pile. That's Marcus Nunez.
That'll make it 2nd down and 8 from the 31. Camargo is a wide receiver, but they put him in the backfield in the second half along with Nunez, who's also in the backfield. Solis and Guerra are to the near side, and they've got Sanchez at the top of the formation. Calling it 2nd down and 7. Brandon Garcia fakes the pass, keeps it himself, has some room across the 40. He'll get out near midfield. Nice run by Brandon Garcia.
I like Garcia and that decision right there. That was the design quarterback draw right there, just with the lead blocker. He followed that blocker right through that B gap, and he was already at the linebacker level before anybody could get to him.
Yeah, in fact, he's at midfield. So a nice first down for the Eagles. You see Sanchez, who had the 72-yard run for the touchdown at quarterback in the first half. He's at the top of the screen. Garcia played some quarterback last week in their opener against Jay. Garcia will keep it again. Positive yards again, and he may have another first down at the 40.
They're going to mark him just short of that first down, but it was the exact same play, Ted. Again, another design quarterback draw. If you can get that defensive line spread out enough with your spread formation, then that time they put number 1 in motion, Camargo, and then you get that quarterback draw, you're going to get some good yards.
Yeah, they're finding gaps in that 3 down lineman area for the Alamo Heights defense. 9 yards on first down. 2nd down and 1. Garcia will keep it again. Why not? More positive yards all the way inside the 25-yard line to maybe the 24. This has all been Brandon Garcia.
Absolutely. A good decision by Garcia. He had the dive right there, so he handed that off the dive and then pulled that back out, got around because he saw that defensive end crash down, so he had room to get to the outside, and he's got the wheels to pick it up. I'll tell you what, folks, the Eagles are moving.
First down at the 24. This has been their best drive of the night so far. They've had 1 touchdown and a field goal.
Oh, another bad snap.
Another bad snap, and Camargo had to jump on it. That's 5 times they've had a bad snap.
And that's something they're just going to have to get cleaned up. I don't know what it is. If it's if the center's got too much sweat on his hands, or if he's got a glove. I can't tell if he's got a glove. I don't think so. I think he's barehanded on that. But yeah, you're right. This is the 4th or 5th time now we've just seen a horrible snap from the center.
So a loss of 3 on first down. Now you're looking at 2nd and 13.
Put you behind the chains.
Camargo, the deep back behind the quarterback in the slot. That's Nunez. Handoff straight ahead. Camargo, he's got some room down to the 10-yard line. That'll be another first down.
Fantastic speed by Camargo, just coming right out of the backfield. That 5'9" senior just getting downhill real fast inside that B gap. Good job by number 10 to read that. Garcia knew, all right, I've got that gap there. Give it to the speedster, pick up the first down.
Now Xavier Camargo with a nice run first down. Ball marked at the 11-yard line. So they could conceivably get a first down here. Now they're saying it's at the 10.
Again.
Garcia takes it to the end zone. Touchdown, Eagles.
All right. So let's call it out. Garcia showed up out of halftime, came out of the locker room motivated, said, Coach, give me the ball, and he sure did. Making some good decisions. I like it. He gave the ball when he needed to. He kept the ball when I like Garcia's decision-making ability to not only put the Eagles up 6 points, but give them that motivation and that energy that they needed to come back and not put points on the board, but now you've got some excitement going in with now being 49-50.
Now he got some blocking, but that was mostly all Brandon Garcia on that drive. The kick by Beretta is up. It is good. 49-16 as we play in the 3rd quarter here at Alamo Heights. You're watching high school football. We'll take a break. We're watching high school football brought to you by the John Wayne Service Company on the KSAT Big Game Coverage app and powered by Texas Sports Productions.
Halftime score of interest to Mules fans. Hutto leads Liberty Hill 28-14 entering the third quarter.
Brackenridge Eagles to kick it off to Alamo Heights. They're expecting an onside kick, and sure enough, bounces around. Alamo Heights has it surrounded, and they jump on it at the 43-yard line, and that's where the Mules offense will set up. You'd love to see that from the Brackenridge Eagles. I mean, they were down 49-9, and they put together a really solid drive.
They really did, and I mean, even though we called Garcia's name quite a bit in that drive, they put it together, and they put it together on his legs. They put it together on his decision-making, and I like the rhythm that they did. Even when they got a really good push with some flag there, I tell you, that was a great offensive drive by the Brackenridge Eagles coming out of half.
And they'll have their third quarterback of the game. This is number 10, Colin Ernst. He's a backup quarterback, a senior. He's number 10. They use Michael Terry a little bit. Fake to Broderick. Ernst will roll near side to the 45-yard line, maybe, near the first down marker.
I think they're going to give him that first down. But, yeah, hey, Ernst is coming in the game. I mean, last game up against Seguin, he made 15 attempts for 74 yards passing. He's got an 8-yard average in passing. Right there you saw him with his legs and his speed, but he also is not going to give up. He could have easily just gone out of bounds. He cut it back in, trying to pick up the extra 1-2 yards, and sure did for the first down.
Got some second-teamers in there. Number 79, Alfonso Sandoval, is in at one tackle. Roberto Romero is in at a guard. And number 63, James Jekyll, is in at a right tackle. So we may see this a lot here in the second half. Give it off to number 24. That's a running back who has not been in the game, but he drives for about 8 yards near a first down. That's number 24, Clark Mandigo. He's a senior running back.
Yeah, I like that. I like the way that not only he's pushing, but you're getting the offensive linemen that are not only getting off the ball fast, but they're churning their legs and driving down. That's going to get you that extra 3, 4, 5 yards, especially with the running back right behind you. But as we had called out, being up 49-16, Alamo Heights, I want to see what everybody, the second stringers, can pull off in case they need to be the next man up.
Noah Puente is playing center. They've got Miles Wright at the top of the screen as a wide receiver. Jack Sawyer is in the game. They throw out to Wright, and he can't make the catch at the 30-yard line.
Yeah, that was right off his fingertips, and well-placed ball. I like that. But, yeah, for Miles Wright out there on that top side, you should have known, hey, that ball's coming, because he only had a man-to-man situation up against number 21 for the Brackenridge Eagles. That'd be Nicholas Jimenez.
They take Broderick out. Mandigo is back in, number 24. Third down and short. Last week, they were using number 96, Angelo Annis, in short yardage situations. They've not done that so far tonight. Hand off to the near side. That's Broderick, who is back in the game. Broderick broke it free. Broderick is taking it to the end zone. He will get there, but we have a flag on the play.
Oh, you hate that. It's humorous. I know it's not humorous for the Alamo Heights team with the flag on them, but I'd like to see what this is, because Heights is lining up like it's not them, so I don't know what they've got on the field there.
Yeah, I thought Broderick had come out of the game when Mandigo came back in, but Broderick remained in, and the backup running back, the junior, Will Broderick, with a big run for a touchdown.
The only thing I could see is it's maybe an outside line with a holding call. The flag was thrown on the bottom down here on the near side. Play was all the way over there on the right hash. Let's see what the white hat says.
Illegal motion against the Alamo Heights Mules. So that great run by Will Broderick.
Yeah,
will not be counting.
We've said that twice tonight. A great run, good long run, which would have been points negated by a flag.
Minute 38 to go in the third quarter. It was 3rd and 1. Well, are they going to back them up?
They need to.
I guess it was from the spot of the foul, maybe. So it's
spot foul. Okay. So
third down and 2.
Third and 1.5.
Yep, 1.5. Ernst is the quarterback. This time he gives to Mandujano, and he'll have the first down for the Alamo Heights Mules. Oh, check that. That was Broderick again. Mandujano's number 24. Broderick is 22.
Looks like number 80's coming in for Alamo Heights. That's that's Kevin De Santiago, another junior. But I'll tell you, good hands there by number 10. I don't know if you saw that, but it was not a really good snap. Ernst got his hands out there and pulled that back in to make that play. Well done.
This is right to the top of the screen. They've got number 80, Grant McAllister, into the game as a wide receiver. Ernst will keep it himself. Inside the 30, breaks a tackle at the 25, inside the 20 to maybe the 18. Another first down for the Mules.
Not a bad thing when you can bring in Ernst, and he's not going to lose one single step as far as speed and decision-making. Wow, what a good run by him. He just tucked it back down, then he becomes that running back. And we saw him before where he's not afraid to drop those pads and get that helmet involved and pick up those extra yards. So he's going to be a hard guy to take down.
Yeah, he played quite a bit last week in Seguin as they went with Michael Terry and Colin Ernst at quarterback. You know, you've got 3 quarterbacks who can play for Alamo Heights. Not a lot of teams have that. That's the end of the third quarter. We'll take a break going to the fourth quarter. It's 49-16. The Mules have the lead with 12 minutes to go in this game. You're watching high school football presented by John Wayne Service Company on the KSAT Big Game Coverage app and powered by Texas Sports Productions. Here we go to the fourth quarter. Now this time, not a lot going on that first down play. Will Broderick with the carry, number 22.
Stopped by number 96, Anthony Garcia. That's that senior 5'10", 235 defensive lineman. Again, just closing in on 22 and dropping them for the loss.
Calling it a gain of maybe 2, so it's second down and 8. Ernst, the quarterback, number 10. Jack Sawyer is to the left. He's number 4. Ernst fumbles the ball, spins away, and made some positive yards out of nothing.
Yeah, I don't know what exactly happened there on that exchange. It looks like they're trying to get the ball off to the running back, and then it popped out, and number 10, Johnny on the spot, Colin Ernst, just walking away with it and picking up positive yards there. But yeah, that was kind of an odd play.
And we had a flag on the play.
Yeah, defensive offsides.
And so I think they're accepting the penalty.
And take the penalty.
Yep, take second down again.
Exactly.
So it's second down and about 8. Miles White to the left. Sawyer is to the near side. Anderson Bogus, number 86, backup tight end, is in the game.
A lot of green up on the top side there.
Yeah, what is that? Oh, yeah.
Ernst got the arm. Do a little jump ball up there.
Dual running backs of Broderick and Mandujano. We might not see Colin McKenna or Terry for the rest of the game. Hand off to number 24, Mandigo. He continues to drive it inside the 5-yard line to the 4. And that's a first down.
That's just some hard sled running right there. And I'll tell you, once he got that ball, he followed those two linemen. They pulled that backside guard, opened up that hole, and then he saw the cutback. So you see him kind of scrape across the face of those linebackers and into the face of the pursuing defense, but not after he'd already picked up the first down.
First down and goal at the 4. Now Broderick is the lone running back. Let's see if they put it in the air here. Ernst threw the ball well last week at Seguin. Ernst fakes the pass, tries to keep it himself and got caught from behind. He stumbled forward inside the 5-yard line, maybe back to the original line of scrimmage.
Great blitz there by Elias Gonzalez Tiarena, that defensive back, that junior. He came right off that weak edge. You had Ernst going to the right. He just chased him down, and all you got to do is get to the shoestrings, trip up the shoes a little bit, and that's exactly what he did.
Now looking to the sideline for the play from the coaching staff, the offensive coordinator for the Alamo Heights Mules. That's Mike Barranco, the offensive coordinator. On second down to the end zone. It is caught. Touchdown. Did he make the grab?
Yes, he did.
We haven't seen a signal yet, but that's Jack Sawyer, number 4.
Yeah, I tell you, that was a heck of a thread right there. He was in double coverage. I like the fact that he presented his numbers right to the quarterback. Easy show for the quarterback to pick out his receiver, but he threaded it right through that double coverage on that quick slant for the 6 points.
Well, 55 points put up so far. Kick is up. Kick is straight and true. And it's 56-16, Alamo Heights. We've got about 9 minutes to play in the home opener for the Mules and the district opener for both teams. You're watching high school football presented by John Wayne Service Company on the KSAT Big Game Coverage app, sponsored by Texas Sports Production.
Wait till he finishes doing the outtake before you tell him that. I'm just giving you the number for them to play 9, so wait for him. Gotcha. You're cool. They need to start it when... You're good, man. You're good. Well, when we go to the next...
Alamo Heights strikes again. They put up 56 in their home opener. And they've been impressive in every area. Kickoff is deep. Take it at the 12-yard line. Brackenridge looking for a return, and that's a pretty good return outside the 30, the 33-yard line. That's Camargo, number 1.
Yeah, we called his name a few times here, so it's a good time for us to remind everybody that you got to make sure that you get to enter your player of the game selection. So make sure you go to www.johnwayne.com, enter who you think the player of this game is. Ted and I will make our announcement after the game's over, and that'll get you entered in for a nice, great hat by John Wayne, and then it also automatically gets you entered for that $10,000 makeover. So make sure you go to www.johnwayne.com and get your player of the game submission in.
Well, last time he was out there, Brandon Garcia had a terrific sequence of runs and drove him downfield, punched the ball in the end zone, and he is the quarterback again. This time straight ahead. Camargo, he broke free down the sideline. It's a foot race now. Camargo will take it all the way for the touchdown.
Wow. Camargo with the kickoff return, with that kick return, and now Camargo hanging 6 points. I tell you, these Eagles, and especially Camargo, they're not going into the night quietly on this one. What an absolutely impressive outside the tackle run by Camargo for 6 points.
Yeah, that was a 67-yard run, and the biggest news of the night, there wasn't a flag.
There wasn't a single flag. I was looking, though. I wasn't sure. They got a good break on that one, and well done to that young man, Camargo, just saying, hey, I still got some fight in me. Let's keep this going.
Edgar Beretta with the point after, and he got it to go. 56-23 with 7:41 to play. We'll take a break. You're watching high school football presented by the John Wayne Service Company on the KSAT Big Game Coverage app.
Mules will be back in action next Friday night, 7 p.m. kickoff at ALAMO Stadium. Against the Highlands Owls, be sure to turn that road game into a home game. Come over to ALAMO Stadium to support the Mules as they continue district play next Friday night, 7 p.m. against Highlands.
Ted Davis along with Ken Lucas at OREM Stadium. Alamo Heights High School now 56-23. And Alamo Heights is anticipating another onside kick, so they've got their hands team up there. And Jack Sawyer is not that deep as a deep man. A squib it this time. Fair catch called for, and two players run into each other, but no damage done. Sawyer
luckily
ended up running into one of his teammates, Ernst. That was the quarterback who was out there.
Yeah, that's just communication on that pop-up there. I think, you might have had 2 or 3 individuals that were saying, I got it. Somebody's got to back away, or that could have been disaster. They'll clean those kinds of things up. But, hey, I'll tell you, for the Alamo Heights, it's just a matter of, hey, let's just get our offense back out there. 7:12 left in the fourth quarter, up 56-23 on the Brackenridge Eagles. Hey, let's just keep this juggernaut rolling, even with some of our backups on the offensive side. So let's see what they got for this series.
Colin Runnels and Miles Wright are the receivers. Ernst running the ball well. Colin Ernst has a first down across the 45 to the 46.
Well, good run. And you're going to see this. I don't even want to call it conservative. It's not conservative. It's about, hey, let's just stay in our playbook. Let's get our plays. Let's get some exercise in here. So for Brackenridge, it looks like we got some new defensive players that are coming in on that side, getting some varsity experience for them as well, as the Alamo Heights are bringing in some of their backups.
Ernst is the third quarterback to play. McAllister and Miles to the top of the screen. Runnels is to the near side. Number 24, Mendigo, is the running back. They've got it first down and 10 at their own 46. Ernst fakes the handoff, keeps it himself, slips and falls after about an 8-yard gain.
Great 8-yard right there. He just handed off on that inside little dive option. He saw that defensive end crash down, so he pulls that ball back out and gets to the outside. Yeah, as soon as he got about the 6-yard line, you see he slipped and fell forward by the 2. But, hey, not a bad pickup there by number 10. Good job for Ernst, not only keeping ahead of the chains, but putting them in a 2nd and 3 option here.
Alamo Heights has got to feel very comfortable that if there is an injury at quarterback, they've got 3 guys who can play it.
Absolutely.
Now, McKenna is a candidate for the John Wayne Player of the Game with 2 running touchdowns and 2 passing touchdowns. But here comes Ernst with another big gainer. chunks of yardage from Colin Ernst. Another first down to about the 32-yard line.
Ernst is just showing his mettle right here as a quarterback. And really, it's not that he's out there slinging the ball over the place. He's just making himself as that third running back out of the backfield. So he has really shown some speed and good decision-making there for the Alamo Heights offense.
Now 5 minutes remaining in the game. Appears that Heights will be 1-1. Brackenridge will go to 0-2. Brackenridge will play Burbank next Saturday in another district game. Ernst, handoff near side. Mandigo, a flag comes flying in. He pushes the pile near the first down, but we'll wait and see what the flag is all about.
And if you can't do it yourself, hand it off to somebody else, and your backup right there can pick up those yards too. Hey, I like that. Ernst has really done it with his legs, but when you got the kind of running back that Alamo Heights has, hey, get him in there, but of course with the flags, negating some good runs.
Now Alamo Heights has a district game next Friday night. They'll take on the Highland Owls, and that game is at Alamo Stadium. And even though it's a road game, I think it might seem more like a home game for Alamo
right
Heights.
down the street, not too bad. Not a bad venue. I love old Alamo Stadium. The bowl there where you sit down in the ground.
Yeah, do they call that one the Rock?
They call it the Rock.
Yeah.
You're absolutely right.
Yeah, I haven't done a game from there. I did a basketball playoff game right next to it, and I saw it last year. Well, it's
a pretty impressive stadium.
It
really is.
Yeah.
A lot of history there.
Trinity University is right there. Beautiful campus.
UIW.
First down and 20. Backed him up 10 yards. Now 4:20 remaining. Mandigo runs the near side, and he will get back to the original line of scrimmage, setting up second down and 10.
Even with Mandigo just coming in with the penalty, of course, you're behind the chains on that one. But, yeah, hand it off. He's doing a very methodical thought process, waiting and being patient enough for his offensive line to create some holes for him to now take advantage of. So I like his patience back there, and he's chewing away at the yards. If it wasn't for the penalty right there, they'd be already past the first down.
You know, we mentioned Alamo Heights opened in 1950, and I looked up some of their notable alumni, and they've got some really good ones. I'm going to tell you about it in a minute. It's second down and 12. Colin Ernst with Broderick back in. Broderick will sweep the left side. Broderick to the 25, and they'll tackle him at the 21-yard line for another first down. You remember Christopher Cross, the singer, who did the song Sailing?
Absolutely.
He's a former mule.
I like that.
Billy Grabarkowitz, former Major League Baseball player. Davey Johnson, former Major League Baseball player and manager, is a former mule. Actor Peter Weller, you remember him?
Peter Weller.
Yeah.
Interesting little fact.
He's a mule. Kara Holtgreen, class of 83, first female carrier-based Navy fighter pilot.
Yep.
She was Tom Cruise, and she was Top Gun.
She had that mishap there on the 14, but yeah, absolutely. Some great Alamo Heights graduates right there.
I've got another good one in a minute. Running near side, this is Ernst. He's inside the 20 to the 19, and another flag. All right, I got one more for you. Former Alamo Heights mule, Betty Naismith Graham. Inventor of liquid paper.
Very important.
And the mother of Michael Nesmith of the Monkees.
See? I'm going to go out on a limb and say the liquid paper is probably a little bit more important, but I'm being selfish there. Wow.
Now,
hey, good stats there, Ted. I like that.
Now, Michael Nesmith was the only member of the Monkees who actually played an instrument. You know, Davy Jones,
else just
Mickey Tollins, and Peter Tork didn't play anything, but yeah. So
the Monkees.
Now look it up, kids. Google it. They were huge in the 60s, mid-60s. First and 20. Back them up 10 yards again. Now, got another flag with 2:41 to play.
False start because they still had 1 second left on the play clock, so that's going to be a false start for the Mules.
Here's a trivia question for you.
I like it.
When the Monkees toured in 1966, they had an opening act. You'll never get it. Jimi Hendrix opened for the Monkees.
You know, and for the Monkees, they can go the rest of their life saying, you know, I had Jimi Hendrix as my opening act.
See, Woodstock hadn't happened yet, and Jimi Hendrix hadn't
been the hit yet.
He hadn't had his hit yet, and he was opening for the Monkees. I want you to think about that.
Think about that. And you talk about a musical transition from Jimi Hendrix to the Monkees.
I know. Yeah,
what a concert
that'll
that was.
snap your head around. First down and 25. Here's Ernst rolling to his right. He's got a man open in the end zone. That's Runnels, and he comes up a little bit short, but a flag.
That's almost too easy, folks, and this is talking from experience. Former defensive back myself, is you can stay right with your receiver. If you don't get your head turned around, it's going to be pass interference 100% of the time. So, on that one right there, that was easy. It was an underthrown ball. I'm not even sure he was going to catch that. But when the defensive back is looking right at the receiver and you run into him, and good job by Runnels, he might have saw that and said, I'm going to come back into him, maybe draw the PI. But they certainly got it there. But I'm interested here. They threw the ball. They got, okay, now they're going to march off. I mean, they had the teams walking all the way back to the original line of scrimmage. But, yeah, hey, even though it was an underthrown ball, not bad. I mean, Runnels just got himself up there on a quick hitch, and then it was a hitch and go. And he got number 12. Looks like Gavin Perez just kind of napping over here on this right side.
Ball's marked between the 21 and the 20-yard line, so it's 1st and 10. Now 2:05 to go in the game. Mendigo, number 24, the running back. 3 wide receivers to the near side. Handoff to Mendigo. He's got room. He's tackled at the 10-yard line. Thought he might be able to break free. They tackle him at the 8-yard line. That's a first down.
So that's going to be a first down. 8 yards to the goal. Mandingo just getting to the outside there, stiff arming, and then keeping his legs churning to pick up that extra yardage there. Good hard run by Mandingo. I like him coming out of the backfield.
Yeah, number 24, Clark Mandingo. And he's played well when he's had an opportunity. And when you're a backup, when you get a chance to play, you want to show something.
Yeah, you got to show up.
All right, 1:15 to play. Ernst has played most of the second half. He runs to the left. Ernst trying to get to the corner, knocked out of bounds at the 3-yard line. That'll stop the clock with about a minute to go. Did he get out of bounds? The clock is still running. I thought
he got out. There was contact before out of bounds, but the clock is still going.
Well, clock is running. I thought he got out of bounds.
And I like that. They had the big spread formation way out here to the right, and then they just sneak to the short side of the field with Ernst.
All right, let's see if they keep it on the ground again. You see Tommy Colligan. He'll be a candidate.
Timeout there.
All right, we got a timeout. We're going to take a break here with 34 seconds remaining. It's 56-23, Alamo Heights. You're watching high school football presented by John Wayne Service Company on the KSAT Big Game Coverage app and powered by Texas Sports Productions.
Third quarter score update from Hutto. Hutto 35, Liberty Hill 21 in the third quarter.
Block F.
Fourth quarter district score update. Highlands leads McCollum 21-3. Lanier 36, Jefferson 6.
Alamo Heights has it first down and goal at the 2. Well, Steele has a big lead over Lake Travis. How about that? 35-21. And a kneel down by Colin Ernst. They're not going to try to stick it in the end zone, and that's sportsmanship here at the end of the game.
Be smart. I like it. Now you're under 25 seconds left in the game. Alamo Heights played lights out tonight with their offense, and Brackenridge Eagles just did not have an answer in the first quarter. They came out strong a little bit there at the beginning of the second half, but just not enough to get themselves out of that hole.
And so now the clock is going to run. The game will be over. Alamo Heights is 1-1 as they get ready to take on the Highland Owls next Friday night at Alamo Stadium. They win their home opener and their district opener in District 14. Our final score, the Alamo Heights Mules 56 and the Brackenridge Eagles 23. We'll be back with our John Wayne Player of the Game in just a moment. You're watching high school football presented by John Wayne Service Company on the KSAT Big Game Coverage app and powered by Texas Sports Productions. Do we have one more break?
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll do player of the game here, and then you can just roll to it, and we're done. I don't see him yet.
Mules fans, thanks for attending tonight's game. As a reminder, and for your safety and the safety of students on the field, coaches, and officials, fans are not allowed on the field or running track after the game.
41, 42, right on the sideline.
To make sure you collect your belongings. On behalf of Alamo Heights Independent School District, we wish you a safe good evening.
Well, there you see our John Wayne Service Company player of the game. That is senior quarterback number 7, Colin McKenna of the Alamo Heights Mules. He ran for 2 touchdowns, and he threw for 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, well-deserved there. And, I mean, he showed some not only good decision-making there. You see him heading, give him a good hug to head coach, Coach Ritteman there. But, yeah, well-earned there for number 7, quarterback Conley McKenna. Showed it in the arm with throwing, showed it with some legs, good decisioning there. Heck of a quarterback there for the Alamo Heights Mules and got them rolling early, and then that juggernaut just kept going.
Yeah, Conley McKinney, number 7. He's replacing a very good quarterback in James Sobey. That's some big shoes to fill, but McKenna
doing well.
Yeah, McKenna did very well tonight. Again, ran for 2 touchdowns, threw for 2 touchdowns, and a successful district opener and home opener for Alamo Heights. A feel-good win here tonight.
Absolutely, and hey, this is something Alamo Heights is going to ride into next week as they look to face Highlands. And, of course, for Brackenridge, they got some work to do this week, try to clean up some things as they go into the rest of their district up against Burbank.
All right, our final score again, Alamo Heights 56, the Brackenridge Eagles 23. We'll be back to wrap it up from Alamo Heights in just a moment. You're watching high school football presented by the John Wayne Service Company on the KSAT Big Game Coverage app.
Yep.
Well, there you see the coaching staff for Alamo Heights. The players have gone back to the locker room, but there's the coaching staff, Ron Rittemann's staff right there at midfield as we're back at OREM Stadium on the campus of Alamo Heights University. A big win for the Mules here this evening. They kick it in at 56-23 over the Brackenridge Eagles, and are now 4-1 all-time against Brackenridge, the first meeting between these two teams since 2012. This is my first time to do a game at Alamo Heights. This is a really nice stadium tucked into this neighborhood that they have here.
Beautiful stadium, great facilities, fantastic night tonight. We saw where they dedicated the trailer Azar Field right here, so very special for the community, but absolutely, what a great night for both teams and a great night for the community.
Yeah, trailer Azar, the field dedicated to him. He was a former student here. Mm-hmm. He was the manager of the team. He had a heart condition. He passed away at the end of the school year last year, and a great touch by the folks here at Alamo Heights to name the field OREM Stadium, and they now play on Trailer Azar Field for now and forevermore. Ken, good working with you for the first time, and we'll catch up. We'll catch up down the road. It'll be Alamo Heights playing Highlands at Alamo Stadium next Friday night, and then the Brackenridge Eagles will play Burbank on Saturday. All right, thanks to everybody involved in this one. John Munoz, our director, all of the kids who helped out with the game this evening. Our final score, the Alamo Heights Mules 56 and the Brackenridge Eagles 23. I'm Ted Davis for Ken Lucas. We'll see you next time. You've been watching high school football presented by John Wayne Service Company on the KSAT Big Game Coverage app and powered by Texas Sports Productions.